Good fold.
You didn't see it in 5 minutes.
15 minutes.
Thank you, Evan. Evan. Kenny folded.
Show your previous stream.
I don't know.
700.
Oh, what? They just changed it. What the heck? It was right.
It's probably the 15-minute delay, maybe.
No, it was showing us.
It was on delay.
Really?
Right, but I guess the
Oh, yeah, that was messed up last week. Or on Monday, I mean.
Yeah, you ready?
There was no delay on the audio. There was delay on the video.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
All right, Jackie, the straddle is at 8. Dan fold. George fold. Vinny fold. Kenny made it 50. Patrick fold. Evan fold. Sean called the 50. I have 2 players. Sean check. Kenny check. Sean bet 75. Kenny fold. Sean. The straddle
I think
is
I'm
at
headed out
9.
there on December 9th. Yeah, they got that $5 million again.
The
1100. Yeah. Yeah.
That would be fun.
Are you gonna do it? Anything?
I want to. I just haven't like
Figured it out.
planned it. That's right. I will do that.
Oh, okay.
Vinny fold. Kenny made it 50.
Oh yeah, they're the ones.
Patrick made it 180. Evan fold. Sean called 180. Dan fold. Kenny fold. I have 2 players, Patrick and Sean.
Heads up, better chance of winning right here.
Thank you, Kenny, again.
Sean check.
The jungle where the fucking lion is.
Check.
Patrick check.
Yep.
Sean
What's up,
check.
6-4? Asi?
Patrick check. Welcome back.
Check.
Sean check. Patrick check. 7s and 9s of 10. Thank you, Patrick. Jackie.
Put on the stream.
I got a
see what
player
Evan
sit down
bluffed.
at 7.
I want to see what Patrick bluffed me with when he had the best hand.
I had 4-5.
He's got 3,000.
Ah, I should have ripped it on your ass.
Oh, he's got 20. He's got 20.
It was getting through.
Did he beat 5 high?
How do you want to go up on the stream there?
No, but I could.
Max? Mags.
Fucking-
You could. You
M-A-G-S.
could. Just not at Showdown?
No, Mags. Not Max. M-A-G-S.
Or no?
Come on.
He's
Other way
got
around.
2,500.
Never
And
mind.
he's out for this one.
I could have went all in. That's what I could have done. I had a gut shot. If I went all in, I go all in because I want you to fold. It's a gut shot. That's what I learned on Monday.
Power of a gut shot.
I learned you go all in
Kenny
because
made
you want
it
them to fold.
100.
You don't want them to call.
Patrick fold. Evan fold. Sean fold. Dan fold. Jungle call. Vinny call. I have 4 players.
Dang, you guys got more than me. I got 20. Pretty good.
Sean check. Jungle check. Vinny check. Kenny check. Alright, Vinny, your straddle, please.
I have 600 right now.
So Mel, do we know what the deal is
You
with the
guys
stream?
wanna go over?
She's figuring it out right.
Okay.
Check. George bet 200.
I mean, we can't be asked to watch a 2-5 game. I mean,
Way beneath us.
Joey's at starting stack. Look, he's at 14.7. 1470.
Vinny called the 200. Kenny fold. Sean fold. 2 players, George and Vinny.
Yeah, he has a good pair.
it's down $27, which means he folded the blinds and then opened to 20 and then folded.
George bet 200. Vinny fold.
I'm in. What's up, y'all?
Thank you, George.
Is the sound still coming in late? We're trying to get it sorted out. So if we have caught up properly,
Max
it
is
looks
in
like
now.
coming into an absolute
Is it working
cooler
now?
queens for Sean, aces for
What up, bro?
Live stream.
Kenny.
Nice to meet you, man. Me too.
Alright, blind
Do you
check.
think we might have got that resolved and everything should be synchronizing,
Rattle is
but
in
we'll
too.
double check. Appreciate your patience. Wow, what a cooler for Global
Kenny
Really?
Kenny,
made 50.
who is starting off.
Evan
So
fold.
Red
that's where you
hot.
got your game from.
Do you think that we're all good? How's everything sounding, chat? Is everything?
175.
Aldridge, do
I
you know
know
who
we were experiencing
Mads is?
some kind
he's,
of delay there. Does everything sound
Girl in
kosher
her,
now, guys?
I don't know, 40.
Yeah, it worked.
Oh, there we go. It worked. All right.
I think it's time for me to leave.
Okay, as long we are definitely on a 15-minute delay there, Carson. So that is completely standard. I just want to make sure the action and the audio appears to be on the same page. I think we have caught up and everything is good to go. But if for some reason things feel out of tune, please feel free to let me know. Welcome in, guys.
I don't think King would be
We've got a
better.
great night of No Limit Hold'em action ahead of us. This is my favorite night, as this is 5, 10, 20 tonight. A big game.
That only helps if he has
A game advertised as 5, 10, 20, but plays even bigger. We do this game every Wednesday here at Hamul Live, brought to you from Hamul Casino and Luxury Resort. I am the host. My name is Nick Grossman. I go by It's Nicky G on Instagram and YouTube. Hopefully everything sounds better. Kind of. Yeah, Brock. Let's talk about it. Kenny, who we had the pleasure of
Damn.
kind of co-hosting Monday's
Poker
game,
right there.
just got back from New York recently.
$300 with black 8 deuce.
And if the audio will catch up, I'm getting notes from my producer, so just hang in there with us. But let's talk about that New York trip for Global Kenny while everything gets sorted out. Global Kenny, who
7 deuce.
self-admittedly has been
Every deuce.
going through one of the, if not the toughest downswings of his life,
That checks out.
opens up to his fans and his viewers about his struggles and some of the challenges that comes with being a high stakes poker player.
Okay.
And looks like that trip to New York was just what the doctor ordered, as Global Kenny had a nearly 40K session one of the days that he was in NYC, and showed us why this guy is an absolute savage. Anyway, good to be here tonight. Kenny already stacking a player.
Thank you.
And
All right, we have 5 players.
New felt is nice.
It's nice, huh?
let's get things going here, guys. 5 ways to a flop here.
To give me a rim, so haven't seen him. I haven't seen Fernando. In
Good
a while.
flop for Patrick. Up.
Month.
Jungle check.
Brock in the chat says it was some really good content. It was really outstanding content, the highest level content you're going to see. And what made it even,
50. Dan fold.
what really resonated for me, Brock, was his brutal honesty and opening up about how, it is tough when you're in the midst of these downswings. And there's something just very human and very relatable about how Global Kenny is able to
775.
really just be brutally honest through this journey of vlogging his poker career. And it was outstanding level content. And good to see Kenny go out there and crush it. And it's good to see him in this game tonight.
You probably had like 3
Patrick
flops,
going to win on the turn with a
all in.
semi-bluff.
I didn't have a pair, but I could have bluffed you off.
Bunch of familiar
Yeah, 3-5,
faces.
huh? I got it. 3-6. Oh, no, that's 2 pair.
Vinny's in 2. Jungle George, I can tell, is in 1. Jungle George back from Vegas. Good to see George back in the lineup. Hope he had a great trip. Vinny's in seat numero dos.
I punted.
It's gonna be right there.
Definitely, obviously, our main man, Global Kenny, in 4. Patrick in 5. Evan in 6. Sean in 8. And looks like Danimal in 9.
Oh,
It's all right.
Sean
no,
fold.
I can't let you have it.
Fold. George fold. Benny fold.
Make sure to like and subscribe, guys. The likes go a long way for the people that are in the comment section.
Haven't made it 200.
I can't tell you how much it helps us out. Thank you kindly.
Kenny called at 200. I have Kenny and Evan.
Dang it.
Evan and GK heads up, and a good flop for Global, who outflops the ace-jack middle pair for Global Kenny. Ace on the turn. Evan catches up in a hurry. We'll be joined later this evening by my friend, my fellow poker player, poker commentator, and poker personality, Poker Cosmo in the house, going to be joining us later this evening, roughly 8 p.m. Pacific time here on the Fresh Coast, so 3 hours roughly. And another ace shows up, and Kenny's got a bluff catcher here and knows Evan is pretty wide here. Evan will be betting how much? 900 in the middle already. Kenny has checked.
Yeah. You want me to jump? Evan bet 700.
And settles on 700, a very chunky bet. And good to see we are definitely synchronized in terms of audio to action now. Hope everyone, if the audio levels are coming in distorted, or if one of the levels is too high, whether it's my voice or the player's voice, feel free to let me know in the chat. Always appreciate the feedback. And get ready for a fun night of cards, guys. 5, 10, 20 on Wednesday nights. One of the best games you're going to find on any stream. This lineup is awesome. Kenny really thinking it over, understands. Could be good here. We can see he is absolutely not. God, he had a flush draw on the turn, too. Either way, in the tank. Evan, who sometimes can be very chatty, quite stoic, calm, and still. And Kenny makes a very good fold. And Kenny's ability to read these situations
15 minutes.
continues to show itself. Good little pot for Evan, who gets off to a pretty good start here.
Evan. Kenny folded.
I don't know.
7.
Oh, what? They just changed it. What the heck? It was right.
It's probably the 15-minute delay, maybe.
No, it was showing us.
It was on delay.
Really?
Right, but I guess something about the audio wasn't matching.
Oh, yeah, that was messed up last week. Or on Monday, I mean.
Yeah, you ready?
There was no delay on the audio. There was delay on the video.
Oh, that's interesting.
Yeah.
That's really bad.
All right, Jackie, the straddle is in 8.
It got kind of stuck there. Jogo Poker 324. Hopefully it's all G now. And Louis, we need to update Evan stack. Okay, cool. Will do. Technical department is on it, but
I have 2 players.
what's up, Louis? How you doing this evening? Good flop for Sean here.
Kenny check. Sean bets 75. Kenny fold.
Bets and takes it. Get everything updated, smoothed out. We just getting warmed up here on a lovely Wednesday out here in Southern California. Man, it's getting dark early. You can really feel the days have gotten shorter. It's palpable. Either way, thank you for being here. Smash that like button if you're enjoying what you are seeing.
Kenny fold.
We've got a long night ahead of us as this game has proven to be extremely exciting.
80.
Global going to raise with Jack 8 suited. Patrick going to 3-bet the 2 sevens.
Sean called the 180.
Interesting cold call from Sean. Not
Patrick.
probably the solver's favorite decision there, but we'll stick around 3 ways to a flop. And
Sean check.
would have been a good flop for that Jack 8.
Check.
Patrick check. Sean
Sub
check.
6-4. Offsuit.
Patrick check. Welcome
New
back.
player in. I think that's the homie Mags. Mags outstanding
Check.
player.
Patrick check. 7s and 9s of 10.
Sevens hold up. Small one going the way of Patrick.
Thank you, Patrick. Jackie,
Turn on the stream.
I
I
got
want
a
to see what
player
Evan
sit
wants.
down to 7.
I want to see what Patrick bluffed me with when he had the best hand.
I had 4-5.
Got 3,000.
Oh, I should have ripped it on your ass.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got 20. He's got 20.
It was getting through.
Could you beat 5 high?
How do you want to go up on the stream, Derek?
No, but I could.
Max? Mags.
Fucking-
You could. You could. Just not at Showdown.
No, Mags. Not Max.
Loving the green
I
bow
know.
from our lovely dealer Melanie.
Never mind.
Very much
I could have went all in. That's what I could have done. I had a gut shot. If I went all in, I go all in because I want you to fold.
looks very complimentary with the table felt colors. Love
That's
the
what I learned on
color
Monday.
coordination
Gut shot.
from our outstanding professional in the box, the lovely Melanie.
You want them to fold.
100.
You don't want them to call.
Patrick fold. Evan fold. Sean called. Dan fold. Jungle call. Vinny call. I have 4 players.
Good to see Mags in the mix. Jungle George with the nut flush draw. Vinny does have middle pair, backdoor flush draw, backdoor straight draw. Gets checked around, 3 of spades. Pretty boring card.
Check. George bet 200.
George going to bet the nut flush draw after no one took a stab on the flop. Vinny with middle pair and a couple people to act behind him can't be loving this situation. Would be much more inclined to call if he was closing the action and not next to act. Nevertheless, calls with the best hand.
Kenny fold.
And imagine both other players will duck out.
2 players, George and Vinny.
Heads up to the river, and George gets there with an ace of diamonds, upgrading to top pair. Good morning from London, says Kanat Mehmet in the chat. Good morning to you, boss. Thanks for being here. Smash that like button. Appreciate it. You've always been
Mags is in now.
very vocal and active in the chat, and shout out to Kanan. Thanks for being here. Thanks to everyone who's tuned in right now. My name is Nick Grossman. I go by It's Nicky G143 on social media platforms. And buckle up for a fun night of No Limit Hold'em. The 3 blind variety, 5, 10, 20 all night. There will be straddling. There will be side games. These guys will be battling. Thanks for being here. And Mags comes ready to play. After Global raises A7 of clubs, Mags going to play for more. Ace 4 suited.
A ring, any kind of bell? No.
Got red hair.
Yeah. Yeah. Very interesting personality.
Yeah, he did 175 and they all pulled it around.
And it appears that that bet will be effective in finishing the hand.
And you showed up. I was like, wait.
Mags coming into the table and announcing his presence
I was just like I
with
don't
that
know.
hand. Good to see Mags. We got one more seat open. This is just about one of the juiciest. It's just such an outstanding game because it's a mixture of a tough game but a fun game. So maybe a game that, I'll be honest, I could understand if you might be a little intimidated by this lineup, but boy, it would be entertaining and educational all at once. Couldn't imagine being an up-and-coming poker player, trying to evaluate where you're at and not wanting to jump in a game like this and kind of test where you're at. That's just my random 2 cents. Global Kenny came to play, already up, 3-betting the king, queen, and
Dan called the 300.
fascinating if Danimal is opting to play with 7-5, does have position, which is huge. 660 in the middle, Global with a huge range advantage on this flop. Danimal, however, does take the lead with bottom pair. Betting a call. Be interesting to see what happens on the turn. Wow. Danimal opting to play a funky hand in position, and Kenny's got to be thinking, what the F kind of 5X does this guy have in his range? Maybe ace 5 suited. I mean, I guess we know 7-5's a thing. 4-5, 5-6 probably would. Either way, don't blame Kenny for blasting away. And
650. Dan said all in.
Danimal puts in a value raise right away, probably hoping Kenny has a hand like ace king or ace jack.
Damn, I really want to see that other card.
Either way, Kenny auto ejects.
Thank you, Dan.
Yeah, G says Brock. Yeah, unorthodox call there. Did have position, and having position is enormous, but unconventional call there with the 7-5. Right, Brock? Good to see you, bro. I'm sure you've liked the stream already, guys. Liking this thing is enormous. We've got more and more. I can't spill anything officially, but I can tell you I have been included in some conversations that some pretty notable content creators, people with high visibility presences in the entertainment community are going to be participating in these streams, and we encourage all
It's a 8 plus a $2
creators to come on this stream. Give us a call if you're interested. If you're a content creator and you live in Southern California, we would love to host you.
Yeah.
Feel free to call Hamul Casino. Feel free to DM me on Instagram at itsnickig143. But seriously, it's really kind of a super neat opportunity, and more cool content creators and awesome personalities are going to be in the Hamul Live mix, and this is your opportunity to mix it up with some of the people that you will be recognizing once you see them on these streams. And very proud to be part of this project here at Hamul. We should get Sethi on here. That would be a great fit. That guy is flipping hilarious. And I've seen him once before, so wouldn't that be cool? He is hilarious, by the way, Brock.
No light is off.
Some of those dudes are freaking really, really funny.
Check.
Patrick, check. Mag, check.
Is this a Hold'em bomb pot or this is strange. Either way,
Check.
Patrick, check.
Fives.
Check. All right, he's got 3.
that's a Hold'em bomb pot. No, who? Good, cool. I think Cosmo, my man, joining us later at 8 p.m. this evening, was endorsing getting some of these
That's for the top board. That's for the bottom board.
Hold'em bomb pots in the mix. Fader Gliding says, what stakes does Hamul have running all day? Great question, Fader. 1-3, I think 2-5 is very common. I think those are the main two. I believe 1-3 during the day is the most prevalent, the most common game running. On weekends, I imagine, like Fridays, I think they have a 5-10 as well. But
Good luck over
yeah, just pretty much 1-3 around the clock from my general understanding, with some good 2-5 and the occasional 5-10. Also, if you're into tournaments, Hamul has some of the best daily tournaments in all of San Diego County. And so something to keep an eye on as well. It's a good question. 2-5. I think the 1-3 is 400. Hope I'm not. But Brock, you fill me in. I know you know them with exact certainty. Brock an absolute regular at Hamul. Brock, give us the exact sizes if you don't mind. I'm going to guess 400 on 1-3, 2-5 is either 1,000 or a 1,500 max, but let's hear from our man Brock. Maybe 1,000 for 2-5, 1,500 for 5-10 or 5-5. Either way, Brock, if you're still there, let us know, bro.
Don't show him one.
300 max for 1-3. Okay, I was close, but in the right vicinity. Thank you for being here, Fader. And if you could do us a solid and leave us a like, 1,000 for 2-5, that checks out. That would be enormously helpful. Appreciate you, dude. Let's get to 20 likes within the first 90 minutes. That will give us a reasonable shot at getting to the 50 like mark, which is a mark we've only achieved, I can say, once. And we're going to have to get off to a hot start to even like be in contention or even have a sweat. So let's get those likes up. Vader says, for sure, I can drop a like. Appreciate the commentary on the stream. Cool, man. Good looking. Pretty boring hand here. Sean couldn't raise. It's an interesting hand. Check on the flop. Mags takes a stab. And Sean just raises him with the queen kicker on an ace, king board. Ends that hand. Interesting. Brock, you still there, man? That was a crazy session Kenny put in on that 25-50 game. I mean, whew, 40 G's in one session. Crazy work. Vader asks, do y'all ever do mystery hands where you disguise the hands of the players that have on stream? Not yet, Vader. But that's a terrific idea, and I would love to actually incorporate that. Triton does it. Triton is top of the, as good as it gets from a streaming and poker broadcasting standpoint, and I think that would be a very cool thing to implement here on Hamul Live. We're not doing that yet, but give us a little bit of time. I will pass that information along to other people on the project, and I think we can have that be a thing, because I think that's a very exciting way to broadcast some of this hands. Let's get back to this hand, and 7 deuce for Patrick is going to call a raise with a deuce, and check mark for Danimal, and he just sends it in there. And Patrick, this would be a bad time to hero call, my friend, but is giving it some thought. Think he will ultimately fold. Oh no, oh no. Going to do some inventory, some accounting, as they say. 7-2 game is on, Fader. 25 a pop. So that's the bounty on the 7-2. Patrick just too deep stack. Patrick not convinced, but does find a good fold there. Danimal, after it didn't get snapped, then all of a sudden is quietly rooting for the gentleman in seat 5 to call, but ultimately Patrick does let it go. And Danimal off to a very good start here, up well over $1,000, and we're only about 30 minutes in, so good start for C9. For real, it's very hard to even, I mean, it's just basically, yeah. Good question, Fader. Global going to raise it up with King 9 of diamonds. Mag's going to 3-bet out of position with the 2 10s. And let's see if Kenny wants to play in position with kind of a not fabulous, but still, wow, love it from Kenny. Ooh. Kenny is just going to build pots, especially in position, and is going to make his opponents have to play razor sharp in uncomfortable spots. Kenny coming over the top with King 9 of diamonds, and this is why Kenny is an absolute menace to play against. Mags with about $2,400 behind after putting in this raise of a couple hundred. Be very surprised if he folds, but does he want to call? Does he want to put in another? Does he want to put in the 5-bet? Let's see how Mags wants to. Brock, on paper, it's loose, but I think Kenny is very comfortable bloating the pot in position, putting his opponents to the test. And a good flop, theoretically, for the 2 10s. A very can't ask for much safer. Does check, and imagine Kenny's going to bet this the majority of the time. There is 1 diamond. Fader, good point. Blocking kings, ace king. Super duper relevant point by you, Fader. Let's get those likes up, guys. Trying to crush the record. I don't know if it's realistic, but I know the time that we hit 50 plus likes was on a Wednesday. So if there's ever a night I can be a little delusional, it's tonight. Let's get those likes up. Appreciate it. Mags will just call Kenny's bet, and interesting card as Kenny now with a vastly improved hand in the sense that he's got 9s and 3s. Mags does check. Kenny is ahead of the pairs under 9. So if Mags had 7s, 8s, etc., it's a great card. But if Mags is probably weighted more towards a hand like tens or jacks the way it's been played so far. Maybe he should pump the brakes. Doesn't look like he wants to pump the brakes. And this looks very strong from Mags. It looks like he's trying to set up a very simple, straightforward jam on the river here. Yukong says, GG Kenny Lowell. What up, Yukong? Make sure to like the stream, brother. If it's the Yukong that I think it is, that's a phenomenal player in the chat that plays in this stream all the time. Max sends it in, and Kenny's looking befuddled. Like, damn, I guess I was supposed to check this back. Either way, this is a pretty small raise, and with a strong 9 here, Kenny going to put it in, understandably, in bad shape. Mag's way ahead. Kenny going to need a king or a 9. Fader says, nice play by Mags. It was. He really played that one. Hard to disagree with really anything he did on the hand. He just seemed to play it beautiful at every step. Credit to Mags there. Kenny gives a good chunk of profit back there. Basically all of it and then a little more. Although, either way, Mag's off to a good start here. As played, Kenny should have better overpair. That's true. That 100%, in theory, he has that range advantage, certainly. That being said, Kenny can have a lot more than just the nutted pairs there. Can have some creative hands. Can have some big slick, etc. Can have some just suited broadways that were horsing around, shit like that. You got to love it, though. Kenny just right off the rip, after stacking someone, shows you that, like, you know, he's not just, I mean, we know this about Kenny, but he just shows you he's not here to lock it up. Stacks someone on, like, the third hand. He's in there battling, 2 orbits later in a spot where most people really would never take an aggressive line, or it's just, so while that perhaps backfired, in the long run, bloating pots in position versus his opponents is going to favor Kenny's edge. Doesn't work in that instance. 3 ways to this flop. Good one for Sean. Evan bets his gut shot, and Sean just calls. Looks like Sean's going to lead. And despite picking up a belly buster, don't see how Evan can continue. He puts him in. What the hell? That is an awesome play, but it does not work. Looks like Sean just going to take it down. Very creative from the young man in 6, but does not work.
My favorite word, just to let you know. For next time. All in. Just let you know. Ask Kenny. I never say no to all in.
Didn't see that one coming. I guess that lead on the turn really probably convinced Evan like that's not a mega strong hand. That, and he does have
You played your
likely
perfectly.
outs unless, I mean, there's certain times where he could be dead there. Either way,
I know. I saw.
creative play doesn't work. Sean wins a big one. Brock says when Mags calls 4-bet, Kenny should know that what he's repping, and maybe he should start to slow down or no.
He needed an 8. I swear to God, he needed an 8. It was dead.
Yeah, I mean, maybe I was being a bit kind. Awesome in the sense that, like, it shows he's absolutely fearless. Is it
We'll see in 15.
a play that I think is going to have a high success rate based on the SPR? Absolutely not. So, just trying to give some credit for, you know, not backing down, but do I think that's a profitable play? No, I don't.
I want his money, not yours. I want my money back.
Awesome in the sense that it's exciting. Just to clarify.
The night is young. I just heard his bullshit the other day. One of my nephews, he's sending me a video. One of his videos. He said, this pocket pairs hold up tonight. Tonight they fucking held up.
Jungle George with way the best of it right now. Queen Jack.
I almost followed you, but you always beat me, so I'm gonna follow.
Patrick, who was just horsing around with King 6 of clubs, turns the world fair of draws, open-ended and a flush draw now. Also an overcard to the board. Why wouldn't he continue bluffing when he bet the air ball and he turns that much equity and hits a king on the end? And I think he's going to go for 3 streets and target a hand like Queen Jack, Queen 10. Exactly what Jungle George has. Big turn card there on Fader. Holy cow. And let's see if George gets curious about 940 in the middle before Patrick puts in a third bet. Bet's about 2/3. And George is, just like his name indicates, is curious, and a bad time to be curious as Patrick wins a nice pot there with King 6 of clubs. Got a pretty favorable run out, but yeah, it was a nice card too, right, Fader? All the spade draws missed, the straight draws, so couldn't have
except the king.
requested a better sequence of cards, perhaps, but does take advantage of a fortunate run out and plays it very well.
I was playing it so he would bet it, but he got there.
Bullying successful. Nice. What a sick hand to have, too. Yeah.
Just some good old-fashioned 5, 10, 20. Fader says, well played. I think sizing up a bit on the river would have made it much better, but well played for sure. Yeah,
What do you know?
nothing I disagree with there. You know, but if he did put his opponent on a hand like Queen Jack, maybe 2/3 was perhaps the perfect amount, although I can get behind
Like almost snap calls,
get
then
called
you
by
win
Queen
the
Jack, they're
set.
still going
And then you
bigger.
pick a
So
second, and then you call. One time. And then he'd show a 6 and you'd be like,
yeah, that's a pretty fair point. Fader, we got a seat open if you want to play in this game, brother. Seem pretty knowledgeable about this no limit hold'em game that we're watching right now.
I said that to her earlier, she didn't even ask.
Big hand for George, ace king.
Jungle made it 60. Kenny fold, Patrick fold, Evan fold, 9 fold.
It's easy on the jungle.
John called.
the thing is with this hand though, if I call and I'm right and I hold and I collect the bounty, it's like the best feeling in the world.
Sean out
Like,
flops
it doesn't get any
George
better than that.
with ace 9 suited and just leads out.
Jungle called.
Bad time for George to be floating. Does have the ace of clubs in his hand. 7 of clubs does come in, giving George the nut flush draw. Looks like Sean's going to bet a second time. And we know George's not folding. Very small bet from Sean. George could attack this with a semi-bluff opt, and he does. That very tiny sizing from Sean, inducing George to semi-bluff with the ace of clubs, and it works out in a well-played hand there. Fader says, I'm in the Bay Area tonight, but I may be visiting LA in the next month or so. Would definitely be down. Who do I reach out to? You can either just whatever is easiest for you, Fader. You can always just contact the poker room. If you want to reach out to me personally on Instagram, I'm on @it's Nikki G143. You can always just send me a private message. Either way, man. Let us know if you're interested.
It's like, oh, let me try and figure out this PLO thing. Let's start with some 2040. They play kitty game too in PLO.
They play either kitty with, they play kitty 10-20, but if there's no kitty, they'll play 20-40.
George takes the lead with middle pair.
Check.
Sounds good, Fader. George still with the best hand on the end.
That's a giveaway when he touches. Thank you.
Patrick in there with a good looking hand, ace jack of clubbers. Sean and Jungle George tagging along for the ride. Pretty absolutely great flop for George the Jungle. Combo draw. And Patrick will bet the worst hand. Sean with top pair. And top two now for Sean, who has a disguised monster. George still with a powerful draw. And imagine Patrick will just check. Oh, actually, he can rep this queen. No, this seems perfectly reasonable. Wouldn't be surprised if Sean does come over the top now, though. We'll see. 240. This pot's getting big. That's a pretty big pot. Does Sean want to continue to trap or raise it up? Looks like he just calls. And wow, George just lets it go. Interesting. George going to be kicking himself. And Sean
I thought you had a flush draw.
does take it down. George probably cringing a little bit that he didn't stick around there with the combo draw.
Nice hand, Sean.
That was surprising, Fader. I'm going to be joined later in the stream by Poker Cosmo. Super stoked to have my main man joining us in a couple hours in the mix. It's Kenny. Takes it down with a pair of fives. I was surprised that he didn't. And when he didn't re-raise, he certainly kept George able to continue there, even with
It's a little bit
a low flush draw. I do think
back and forth.
The way Dale was doing it was not good.
probably need to be calling that and evaluating if you hit.
You're, like, switching
Either way,
buttons back and forth. It gets like way too messy.
And there's two buttons out at once. So you can't have two buttons out at once.
Yeah, we'll definitely use it on Friday.
Well, you push it, push it back,
Yeah, you gotta push it back.
Push
But
it back.
because of the RFID chip, he wanted to move it to the button.
bomb pot on this hand.
Good intention.
Two boards.
Doing too much.
Plo trying to scoop, or in layman's terms, win both boards, as we'll have two separate community card runouts.
The monster.
Well, I'll tell you, you have two of the cards right.
Okay. Oh shit, good board. Sort of, not really. Check.
Patrick Wright rocking the index finger ring today. Interesting. Been noticing a lot of people rocking the index finger ring. Interesting little trend I've been observing. Chat, how are we feeling about the index finger ring?
Have you been working on PL though, or you just said fuck it?
I'm not huge on the rings, but I mean, look, they look good on certain people.
Works.
Are we liking the index finger ring? Rings are like hats. Looks good on certain people. It's just not for everyone. I don't think I pull it off.
It's all
Also, one of my index fingers is super, super jacked up, as the cartilage that connects the muscle tissues on my left index finger is no longer there.
Getting snap called. 4 outs.
So yeah, I don't know. It's like we'll put a finger on that. I'm like, hey, look at my limpy finger. It's a very strange decision.
No, I think it's coming up.
I'm not sure, Fader. I'm just noticing I'm seeing it more and more. Maybe we'll have to ask Chat GPT. Let me go ahead and ask Chat.
Let's go.
Maybe it's part of the whole 6-7 trend. It's all one big. Okay, well, that's. All right, Chad, my main man. Is there a significance to wearing a ring on your index finger? Is there some kind of relevance to this?
Oh, here it is.
Let's see what chat says. Yeah, there actually is some interesting symbolism behind wearing a ring on your index finger, as it depends a bit on culture, tradition, and personal meaning. Here's a breakdown. Index finger represents power, leadership, authority and ambition. Historically, kings and leaders or people of influence wore rings on this finger to signal confidence and command. Psychologically, it's the finger most associated with assertiveness, pointing, directing, declaring. So wearing a ring there can be subconsciously trying to project decisiveness and self-assurance. Okay, I can dig it.
Sean, you're gonna want to see this part. This is gonna be your
So
favorite
basically,
part.
Patrick in seat 5 is just a super bossy individual.
3,000.
Hyper assertive.
Dude, my bag is. Dude, Patrick, I need a new bag. Look at this. It literally has holes next to the orange chip.
That makes it
Teasing, of
easy.
course. Patrick is one of the most mellow, relaxed dudes you'll come across. Dude has the perfect personality for San Diego. Dude kind of exemplifies
Looks gay.
San Diego chill.
I like Wiener's hat. It's not. Listen, I like Wiener's
Kind of interesting though, right, Fader? I mean, there is something to it. It's not completely random. So,
What?
learn a little something here on the Mool live streams.
That looks gay.
Keep it mostly poker, but this is a show of some social commentary and pop culture as well. Global Kenny, what a monster,
He likes sausages.
coming over the top of Danimal, who makes a good fold with Queen Jack of Spades. Kenny gonna take it down.
Like, how could you like Wieners, but you're vegetarian? How does that make sense?
That makes no sense.
Straddle is in 7.
Fader says maybe it's a way to strike fear into opponents by making them think you're aggressive by wearing that. I mean, there could be something to it, whether it's conscious or unconscious or whatever. There could be something to that. Interesting that Sean just opts to limp in with King Jack suited. Evan is going to choose to raise it up.
Making sure I didn't fold the best.
And that brings Sean and Patrick along for the ride. About 400 in the middle. Like Sean's hand. And everyone with something here. Gut shot for Evan. Nut flush draw for Patrick. Middle pair for Sean. Something going on for everyone. This one could be fun.
Don't do it. You already called.
Evan does lead.
Now you guys know.
Sean just calls. And Patrick with the nut flush draw opting to just call as well.
You have nothing. Don't call in. Don't call in.
That's pretty action flop Fader faux show. And now, when Patrick and Evan check, Sean correctly ascertains he's got the best hand here. And I just don't understand the sizing of this bet if it's accurate. I don't know what it accomplishes. It never is going to get a hand with any kind of equity to fold. And very curious. Brick on the river. Sean still with a big advantage. And that was a strange hand. Many question marks as well, sir. And sometimes
Could have raised. Definitely could have.
people are just playing street poker, and that's all good. But I don't have a lot of technical analysis for that hand after the turn.
Really? Alright.
Daniel in there with the two nueves, pocket nines.
Hey, Sean, switch that red chip for the green one, and then you'll be good. Switch the red for the green. Yeah.
Yeah, that hand could have played out very differently. The pot could have been much bigger, and yeah, a little surprised. Just, perhaps an understatement. Heads up between two good hands. Danimal still in front with the 2-9s. Sean going to stick around for one more street. Double paired board, 4s and 10s on the board. Check, check. And I think if Sean checks, Dan should feel pretty comfortable going for value here. And wouldn't blame Sean if he calls with an ace. And he does pretty quickly, and we'll get the bad news. Five, 10, 20. Our normal Wednesday game with most of our normal Wednesday lineup. We've got a lot of cards ahead of us. Evan raising up the button. Mags coming over the top. With Kojak, it's done. Fader says, hey, Nikki, I got to head out for dinner, but I appreciate the vibe. We'll definitely let you know when I'm in the area to play on stream. Appreciate that, Fader. And don't be a stranger to the stream, okay? Have a great night. Thanks for being here. And look forward to seeing you in the chat and potentially on the stream sometime in the future, okay? Have a great night.
George bluffed. He bluffed.
And I had 2 overs.
Damn, George.
Well, Kenny, what a very fine looking hand, King, Queen of Diamonds.
You don't like my hand over yours?
Come on, George.
You don't like my hand over yours? Thanks, I didn't see that.
Good night indeed.
But I like the raise. Good shit. Through the speech play, too. I would have been scared. I would have just called.
Sean called the 50. Dan fold.
I really thought you had a flush draw. I really thought you had a flush.
I'm scared of Sean. I just go all in.
I think we're heads up. Yep, looks like just Sean and Kenny.
I just put them all in. Then he snap calls.
Yeah, both players with.
Sean check.
Say, all right, let's see if he's serious or not.
Kenny hates that flop and understands it's much better for his opponent's calling range. Does check back. See if he wants to bet when check 2 twice. Kenny also rocking the
Pretty ambitious.
ring index finger ring. I may have to get one now.
You're welcome.
I got
It'll look weird. No, I still can't do it.
No, I had a gut shot. This hand.
That shot?
This hand. This hand.
Well, I get Patrick's wearing it on his. Okay, they're wearing it on their right index finger, so my right index finger is not jacked up. So, but still, you're gonna look at my regular finger, then my jacked up finger. Yeah, it's still a no go for me.
I think it's really fun. I think it adds a really fun dynamic.
Patrick made it 50.
Raise.
Evan made it 100. Mags
Super small 3-bet from Evan with ace 10, and Sean looks down at a wonderful sight, but
I didn't show Patrick.
doesn't get any action. Takes down some dead money.
I don't know what you have yet, but I will soon. Oh, an airline. American airline?
Delta?
spirit?
I had spirit. I had spirit.
Yeah, shit. This time I trust you not to go all in. I thought you would go over the top with it. But
Evan fold.
I had ace 10.
Mags fold.
stupid me, wrong timing.
Dan made it 60. Jungle call.
420.
Kenny made it 400.
20.
Danimal getting a little splashy with king 8. Jungle calls the raise, and Kenny with gonna squeeze right away and punish George for calling in the middle there.
All right, the straddle is in 5. The double straddle is
I had offsuit. Offsuit. It was suited.
Like that blue hoodie there from Kenny in 4. Sharp looking Nike hoodie.
Mags fold. Sean fold. Dan made it 60.
Danimal showing that he's willing to mix it up, raising this time with Jack 7 of clubs.
300.
And this time Patrick
Dan called. 2 players.
taking his turn to punish Danimal. But this time Danimal not going to fold in position. These two will go heads up with 600 plus in the middle. Both players missing.
Patrick check.
Patrick opting to check. And
100.
love the bet from Danimal.
Patrick fold.
And Patrick discards his ace king, and credit
Thank you, Dan.
Patrick probably feeling like Danimal was probably very heavily weighted towards pairs when he calls there. And that's a pretty darn good flop for a pair. Pops to just check fold. Good bet from Danimal. Takes it down. Danimal out in front the most. Danimal and Mags up over 2K respectively. Evan and Kenny with a little bit of makeup work to do.
I had a premium.
The night is young. And we've got a lot of hands ahead. Wouldn't be shocked if some side games get introduced into the mix. And wouldn't be, or would be shocked if straddling didn't become a more common theme as the stream progresses. A lot of light 3-betting going on. Less than an hour and 15 into the stream. Evan 3-betting queen 10 on this hand. And these guys are not waiting for premiums to come over the top. And buckle up. I think this is going to be a good one.
All right, I got a double straddle and 9. Evan, you're 5, please. All right, guys, 40 to go for the double straddle.
Raise.
Patrick made it 100. Fold.
All those tickets you guys get scammed for every day.
2 players.
At 6 o'clock, we'll look for a $500 winner. There's $100 winners every half hour, an hour. All the way to 11 o'clock.
Dan check.
We'll look for another $500 winner at 11.
Patrick check.
$200 winners at 9 o'clock.
Dan check. Patrick check.
Wow. Surprised that we didn't see any betting there from Danimal, and he does allow Patrick to get there, probably kicking himself a little bit for not protecting his hand there at some point. Either way, not a huge hand going the way of Patrick.
Oh, that's right. You really did have ace ace.
Yeah, I had a flush draw.
Board with my cards.
have straight.
I made a straight and a flush.
Vogel made it
You
50.
did have straight, right?
Yeah, you did.
Patrick called.
Global in there with Queen Jack. Patrick
Evan made it
very comfortable to play in position versus his friend slash nemesis, frenemy. That was the word I was searching for. And Evan going to take it down with the 7 deuce. Evan's been very active.
That's yours?
Thank you, Evan.
I can't check here.
Poker Cosmo
Oh, good bet.
on Instagram as at Poker Cosmo, joining us in a couple hours.
Yeah, I'm 22.
We do this with Cosmo on Wednesdays, and stoked to have him joining us in the booth in a couple hours here.
Aldrich, how old are you?
What's going on on Wednesday here?
Global fold.
What do you mean?
Like downtown, is there downtown out
Patrick made
here?
it 50.
Oh.
Evan fold. Max fold. Sean fold.
Best thing in San Diego on a Wednesday is the 5-10-20 game at Mool Casino.
George made it 2.
Straight up,
Biased,
Patrick.
but yeah, I think so.
Patrick fold.
George 3 bets. Patrick dumps the Jack 10. As our main man,
You should go.
Thank you, John.
I've heard a lot about it.
While you're here, you should go.
in seat 5, advocating for this game as the best
Yeah, well, if you've been to Thailand and Colombia,
5, 10, 20 in the land, and I ain't here to disagree. We got a seat open if y'all are in the
I'm serious,
area
I'm not joking.
and you're watching this game like, wow, it would be super cool to jump in the mix. Well, let's make that happen.
What do you mean we're making jokes?
I met some guy who was trying to take me actually.
Jungle made it 60.
No more shoulda, coulda, woulda.
I have 2 players.
Yeah.
Couple premiums for these guys, I say half jokingly. Kenny
Jungle bets
gonna
75.
be like, what the hell is George doing when he looks back later on the stream? Kenny, an absolute student of the game, doesn't
Disgusting.
just play in the streams, but runs all the tape back like a professional athlete, learning the tendencies of his opponent, not giving up yet. Does give his man a big little stare down, and I imagine George throws in the white flag here.
No, we don't play 5 card.
And interesting to see if Kenny wants to bet. I feel like he'll check it back here a fair amount of the time.
Like this game is like, I'm about to go play like, I want to find a theologian.
Maybe trying to get called by a 10 or hand like kings or queens. I don't know. It's giving it some real thought.
So if you lose, you can just go down there, come back to home.
Who's got the better index finger ring? Kenny in 4 or Patrick in 5? Let me know, chat. Kenny goes for small value, trying to target a 10, I'm guessing. George just bluffing, lets it go.
Thank you, Kenny.
Both of them can pull it off. I can't, but
I don't think they allow
Yeah.
photography.
No comment.
becoming more and more prevalent, the index finger ring.
No, it's the meta glasses.
Ask Poker Cosmo later if he's got one of those in his wardrobe.
Oh, did he? That's funny.
Evan fold. Max fold.
He got beef already.
Sean fold.
Is that like a local community college?
Something like that.
Dan fold.
Okay. It's good. It's good to go to college.
Vogel made
Well, he
it
went
60.
to Harvard too.
Yeah.
Patrick fold.
Well, I went there as a scholarship for football. I wasn't actually, but I'm kidding. I didn't have a football team.
They found me. They came to me.
You got it by good luck. I'm young. Don't say football because they don't have a
Oh,
good football
they
team.
called my phone. Please go to our school. I got a call directly from the dean.
Danimal been pretty active this time with a monster. Ace King raises it up. George calls with pocket fives. And Patrick opts to raise with 2 sevens. And seeing a very similar MO from Patrick and Kenny, the two most aggressive players in the game,
I'll have to get.
really inclined to make these pots bigger, as many of the other players opting for more pot control in these spots. And Danimal just going to flat with ace king does bring George along with the 2 5s. Almost 1,000 in the middle here. And a phenomenal flop for Patrick, who is feeling awesome about bloating this pot now as he flops middle set. Check around. And Patrick's going to hate that card. Check it. And now hope someone made a straight or a flush now as he improves to sevens full when that 9 of diamonds comes in. But when there's been no betting in this pot, and Patrick going to put out a small bet, either in hopes to get paid, or I think what he's really trying to accomplish is he's trying to induce a raise with this very, very blockish tiny bet. I think it's just going to get a call from George, who has a pair. It's a pair that's smaller than any pair on the board, but a pair nonetheless. And Patrick going to take it down and wish his opponents connected a little more on that board. Nevertheless, wins a pretty decent pot there.
If Patrick's telling you to call, you probably should listen to him.
Yeah. After calling you stupid too.
Honestly, I think you should. Yeah, once I start talking, you should definitely fold. I was like trying to be merciful by talking.
What are you getting? 100 to 1.
George doesn't care.
Right, you should have raised actually.
I understood you. The stupid one did it.
It's on easy, just a flop for the set. Like nothing, right?
I told you he's lucky.
Easy, flop for the set, no problem.
No, Patrick, when you were 27, I felt like we were similar.
It ain't easy flopping a set. Once I went 3 months without flopping a set. Took 3 months off poker altogether, but nevertheless, 0 sets. 8 ace 10. Couple up and down straight draws for Jungle George and Mags. George with a combo draw, open-ended straight flush draw. Danimal with a big flush draw. 3 of these hands
So 28?
really connect to this board, and that is not a spicy card on the turn. A lot of cards would have been 3 of spades, not one of them. Max does check, Danimal does check around, and George gets there. Absolute nutter butters, 10 high straight with the 9-7. Nothing going on for either of the other players' hands. Max not going to bluff. Danimal gives up as well, and this should just be a quick bet and take it.
I'm looking forward to my mid-30s actually. I think life's gonna be really good then.
And like get a dog.
Yeah.
King of Cup. Oh wow, Danimal has not folded
What
yet.
are you gonna name your dog?
Huh?
I don't know yet, but I've got.
This
years to
would
figure it
be.
I think I'm gonna get like. I want to name my dog Snoop.
Interesting. Fascinating that Danimal's thinking this over with King High.
I saw the worst pet name. You know, 30
Must feel like something is going on here that doesn't add up.
When Spunky's like
maybe after George check backs the turn, he's just not giving him much credit and thinks this is just a hand like Queen Jack, which would be a belly buster that may bluff the end. Just trying to think of the bluffs King 5 can beat. Either way, Danimal does let it go. Took much longer than I thought. George takes down a nice pot.
Straddles in 8, double straddle in 9. $40 to go, guys. $40 to go. Jungle fold, global fold, Patrick fold. Evan made it 125. And
Let it go, Sean. Yeah, thank you.
Sean fold.
If we got any other poker players out there that play on this stream, or poker players perhaps that have some form of visibility and coming on this show
George, you know what I
as
have,
either
right?
a guest commentator or just a guest and doing a Q&A, we're super down for that here on Hamul Live. DM me on Instagram at it's NikkiG143 if something like that sounds appealing to you, or just contact the poker room. But seriously, if anyone else wants to join me in the booth the same way our main man Poker Cosmo is going to join us here in a couple hours, the same way our main man in seat 4 Global Kenny joined us on Monday, reach out.
Yeah, it would have been better.
Sean, you had him crushed.
Super fun being able to pick the mind of the professionals who's currently stepped away from the table in seat 4. It was just
When you make a hand.
Oh, yeah.
super educational being able to mix it up and get inside the cranium of Global Kenny. SBR, good question. He said, did they just kill the Table Talk audio since it's out of sync? Let me find out. Is everything off now, SBR? I think it should be fine. I think I just heard everything sounded in sync, but is it off? Am I tripping?
No. Keep my fingers warm.
I think someone was doing something to kind of fix the audio, and there might have been a moment where it got out of alignment. Hopefully everything's all good. I do think we're okay now, but thank you, SBR. Always appreciate people letting us know when funky stuff goes down. Got checked around on the flop. Right, and we can see just with those pink chips, Evan. Right, yeah. Good call, SBR. That did get sorted out and was inaccurate initially. King on the end, on top. 3 of hearts brings in front door hearts, albeit on a paired board. If no one bets, these two are going to chop.
I have 2 pair on top.
right, it's got
Pair on
10
top
threes
is
on the
good.
top,
And a 3 on the bottom.
I got a 4.
Or mighty good on the bottom board. These
Fours on the
two
bottom.
split it up.
10s and 3s. All right, you two. No hearts.
Nice hand.
Nice, nice. That break.
Thank you, Jungle. And it's your straddle too, sweetie.
Man, that felt just looks so darn good to
We
me.
chopped.
Never. We
That
chop.
clean,
Chopped it.
new
To
felt.
win one more big pot, and then you can have
Yeah.
SBR says, okay, I can't hear the table talk much, but George's lips seem to move roughly the same time the sound was coming out. Okay.
Evan made it.
Maybe we need to adjust the levels slightly on the table talk, but it does appear that Seth SBR is acknowledging that we are synced up, and that's important. Thank you for letting me know, SBR. Appreciate it. And 3-bet here from Mags after Evan.
Called the 200. Dan fold.
After Evan 3-bet. Sorry, after Evan opened and Sean just calls the pocket jacks, and that brings Evan along and over 600 in the middle, 3 ways.
Evan has already.
And
that's
Evan
short.
flops away the best of it. Top pair and a gut shot. Sean has a gut shot. Mags with a range advantage, but going to have to defeat multiple opponents. Does make a C bet.
Sean fold.
Evan's not folding yet.
You calling about something. We'll talk
Evan
later.
calls the 250. 2 players.
Basically has Mags almost drawing dead. That will put the check mark by the young man in number 6's graphic. And does Mags feel like he can get a hand like Ace Jack to fold? Maybe he's putting Evan on a hand more like King Queen. Either way, he's going to
Evan called the 600.
bet 600, and Evan calls rather quickly. Pot really getting up there, and
Evan check.
Mags does make some showdown on the end. Can't feel like a 6 is ever going to be good the way this hand has played out thus far, and impressive that he looks like he is giving serious consideration to triple barreling this. And unlike on the turn where Evan flicked in a call relatively quickly, Evan is going to give this much more consideration as Mags bets 1,500.
Well, I don't have enough to bluff raise you, so.
And this just looks super duper strong. Let's go back to the way this hand was played out. Mags has not just been betting into Evan. He initially bet into Evan and Sean on the flop. And that is seriously going through the mind of Evan, who is going to fold the best hand. And you got to give credit to Mags, the man in the black hoodie in seat 7, for absolutely just blasting with nada. I guess he rivered a little something, but let's be honest, that was just a triple barrel bluff, and the young man Mags gets it through. Probably
You would think it would have the opposite.
the best hand we've seen so far tonight. Early, only 90 minutes deep in this stream, but that was bloody effing impressive from the young man in seat 7.
Well, we've been watching you, Evan.
Oh.
And I imagine these guys will see that hand on the television in about 15 minutes. And Ed may
I had no involvement in that. All right, that was someone else's joke.
have a bit of a
Dan called.
shock when he sees
Jungle called.
what Mags had there. Although I'm not sure if people saw Mags' hand already. Either way, just super duper
quesadilla today.
play there from Mags and 7. That was
Jungle check.
a really,
I wish I
really
could get
great
the
played
losers,
hand.
but it's not.
One.
You up the loft?
Tom with the best of it by far.
You're feeling more chicken.
I'm gonna take it down here with a bet.
It's like the worst day for
Don't
food.
eat one time, Jungle.
Today?
I mean, the loft is open.
One time,
Nice.
don't eat.
I don't want to eat ramen on stream because I'll get like red froth everywhere on my clothes and on my face.
I
You have
don't
a pair?
know. Not in the mood for loft either. It's probably what I'll get though, because what other option is there?
With the flop, I have a pair, yes.
All right.
I remember the first
Audio
year I came
sounding
here, bro.
super clear now. Shout out to our man
For like
Dale.
2-5, it was with you. I think you guys were both there.
Joey, yeah.
And then there was one guy that was like friends with you guys. Or maybe it was only friends with Evan that like he said he knew you a lot.
Dale, an absolute wizard
200.
behind the scenes of the Humul live streams.
That game when you first came?
Daniel gets the
8.
Global made it
wowzer.
800.
This is an awesome hand. This is an
Patrick
awesome
fold,
stream.
Evan fold, Dan fold.
And you can see why it's so damn fun. Kenny not
I remember the
gonna,
first day you came.
just gonna come right over the top
Right?
with Queen
Yeah, I
Jack
played
of
Joey's
Diamonds
game, and then there was a guy there.
after raise, re-raise,
I was
anyway.
there. Cameron,
These
bro.
guys are not
Cameron? You
gun
played
shy.
I know a Cameron from
If anything,
7 Mile.
Blind
I
play.
can't be him.
I don't think it was him.
No, it's
He would
okay.
play
let's hope
this
they
game when it was
remember
like
like
He was,
that there is a safety
he was,
also
like,
on the gun. They don't
raving,
have to
bro, about
unload
the
the clip
chicken
every hand. Jesus
tenders.
Christ.
He was like, these are fire.
Oh my god.
And I tried it. And I was
Fun to
like,
watch.
"These are the
Global
worst
Kenny.
chicken tenders I've ever had in my fucking life.
Jungle fold.
And you got to give it to Danimal, who people have been coming over him
Ridiculous.
left and right when he's been opening light, and he hasn't backed down. And
Add 2 players.
that makes
Wow, I
him
really know
pretty
you at the
freaking
five
tricky to play against, as well as
10 to 1. I'm getting like 10 to 1.
way out flops Evan, who technically has the best hand at the moment, but this is going to be a
It
good
was like ace king, ace queen, right? That's what I was hoping for.
work for Danimal to bet as he picks a couple diamonds, bets it, Evan lets it go,
Good call. Good call.
and Danimal D-pipping pretty decent thus far in this game.
Well, you were beating Dan at least.
7.
You were second place. Yeah. You just had to beat Patrick.
How much of the pot do you get for second place?
And your big diamond.
None of it.
Sean made it 6.
Sean going to raise ace 10. Like it.
Jungle fold.
Gonna play it, raise it.
God, I didn't
He
even
agrees.
notice that. It's
Oh, you
good
didn't.
without it.
Evan fold.
Full house for good measure.
All you needed was pocket sixes, or like the pair.
Yeah.
Mags and Evan tagging along for one of the strangest three-ways that no one had on their bingo card this year. Good flop for Mags. Sean also with a 10. Evan with Squadouche.
Mags check. Sean bet 125. Evan folded.
I think Tony Gwynn's has 3 tacos that are okay that you can get today.
Oh, 20
Mags
wins.
call.
Sean bets.
25.
It's a limited menu though, because they have the buffet.
And
Dude, they have a chicken salad.
Mags calls. Sean's bet on the flop. Mags
There's a chicken
turns
salad on
to
the
pair.
menu, but it's from burgers and shakes, so it's pretty repugnant.
Yeah.
Tony Gwynn's,
Checks again. Interesting that Sean wants to bet again with this specific hand. Does make it 225. I know Mags ain't folding. Does he want to raise or just call?
Menu on buffet days. No, I guess I get it, but
Have you gone to the other one? No. I want to go try it.
I bet he's raising with just looking at all the chips
it's
that
annoying 'cause
he's
it doesn't open in.
Yeah, Joey's got.
Wait, does
fiddling around with
Nah.
in front of him,
Does the hotel
and
buffet open
pretty
before-
easy to see that is the decision he landed on. Makes
So we
it
can meet up before the game
650
starts.
Maybe before the game.
when bet into on the flop and again on the turn after turning 2 pair.
Oh, yeah, we take Vinny. Yes.
Well, that only
And
gets one of
Sean
them.
can't be liking
And one other person.
this check raise.
Oh really? Is that how?
You get 2 of these.
Doesn't appear to be done with it yet, giving it quite some thought.
Is it $80?
70 or 80.
It's way better than.
Oh, really? And if it's all day, it probably rotates with more options.
Yeah, they have like breakfast, lunch.
Yeah, exactly.
Lunch and then dinner.
Sean Fold.
Sean does come to a good decision to fold there after thinking it over there.
Thank you, Max.
And Mags is having a very good session. Very, very good. Almost, no, well over, yeah, up nearly 4K. Smoking hot start there. And that 8-6 of diamonds hand is one for the recap collection that my man Dale and I will be putting together here shortly. We've been
Jungle made it 50.
180.
Global made it 180. Patrick Fold, Evan Fold.
in discussion of that, and we'll be getting that together shortly. Global Kenny 3-betting this hand with King Jack of diamonds. George in bad shape here. And position with the dominated hand. And pretty good one for Kenny, who has the best hand and the world's fair of draws. Royal flush draw for Kenneth on the young man from Seattle, Washington. Former collegiate baseball player, now turned young professional, beast of a content creator, beast of a poker player, and just all super cool dude. George going to stick around for one more street. 3 of diamonds is a whiff.
George check.
What does Kenny want to do here? SBR Poker says, Dickie G, whatever you did last stream to clean up your garbly audio, might want to do it again. Is it bad again, SBR? Kind of just like last time? Thank you for letting me know. Is it coming in like choppy? Is that the issue?
Jungle check. Global check.
Jack.
Jack.
That's a good flop too.
Really good flop.
Thank you, Kenny.
Alright, for $500, looking for Sean P.
Melanie, I'm adding on for 2,000.
Are you here?
Yeah, I don't have to use the zipper anymore.
Okay, sounds like a staticky radio station. Copy that. Copy. Okay. I'm going to turn on the mute here for a couple hands and talk to the main man in charge of the technical of the audio at the moment, and we'll try to get this resolved. I'll be right back. Please just enjoy the action while we try to fix that, get it addressed. Got it. Totally follow, and we'll work on it right now. I will be right back.
Alright, moving on. We're looking for Marco.
Don't waste it on that.
Marco T.
You would have called me how you raised.
King?
Nah.
King?
I would have went all in.
I know, and that's why I threw it away. It smelled like shit in the beginning.
Straddles in 1.
Something smelled bad. Yeah, it is King of Hearts.
Everybody's welcome tonight.
Oh.
Bowling in tournament.
Good hand.
12,000 starting second. A white chip in front of you. A white chip is your bowling chip.
With no raise.
You know, use that at any time. I'll do the break. Just give it to the dealer. They'll give you 10,000 additional chips for no charge.
Jungle call.
Anytime you want.
I have 3 players.
All right, moving on from Marco B. We're looking for Jose T.
Sean
Jose
check.
T.
Jungle check.
your doll already.
Be careful, I'm telling you the same thing.
60.
You don't have it.
You'll see in 15 minutes.
I'll see before that.
After your words go over, so show me the table, tap your hands and flames, listen to the
Sean
unspoken
Ford.
language, and as always, one player
Jungle
hand,
Call.
please don't show your
2
hand.
players.
We'll face down, move on to the next hand. Cell phone usage, if you need to take or make a phone call, please do so away from the table. You may
Jungle
do a cell
Bet
phone call or
200.
agree to that return table.
You look so happy.
Have a good hand. Have a good
All right, let's start off at
Thank you,
18,
Jungle.
you're going to 5,100, players, good luck.
I'm just happy to be here.
You had me beat the whole way. Okay, you had me beat the whole way.
Straddles in 4.
All right, final call for Jose P. Looking for Hung P.
George, your 10, please. Patrick fold. Evan made it 60. Mag fold. Sean fold. Dan fold. Jungle fold. Global call to 60. 2 players. Global check. Evan bet 25.
Looking for Sarah S.
Global called.
Sarah S.
Global check. Evan bet 125.
All right, I am back. Let me know if it's still sounding choppy. Everything is all to the good now. Kenny not giving up yet with King 8 versus a very aggressive opponent. And fantastic card for Kenny
Check.
to pick off a bluff here if Evan does so to desire to take that route.
900.
900. Evan bet
And he
900.
goes for 2x pot. Wow. And that's going to give Kenny
For $500.
a reason to really think this over long and hard, as the over 2x pot size bet is pretty polar and is almost saying I have an ace. I guess maybe he's also saying I have a hand like queens or something. Better, but still in and out. Do you have the mic monitor enabled on your mixer? Let me find out. I'll find out, SBR.
I see. Alright, so 50, 50, 60. That would make sense.
Kenny going through the entire hand. Wish I didn't come in on turn. Either way, this is pretty darn interesting. That 2x pot bet. Oh, okay, got you. Okay, I do. Okay, thank you. And Kenny makes a great call. Thinks it over.
Ace is full of 8s.
And you gotta just tip your cap. SBR, thank you. We may need your services down here at Hamul Live as we continue to expand, and appreciate all of the insight, dude. I know we're in good hands with Dale as well. Dale is an expert. different. But on my end, I'm still learning, so I appreciate all of the insight. Great call from Kenny, though. Kenny just too freaking good sometimes to bluff. I mean, I'm sure people have gotten him through before, but Kenny wouldn't be the first person that comes to mind that I personally would target for a bluff. Now, I understand Evan and him have plenty of history, and Evan's not scared to go after Kenny, but showing why it's no easy task to bluff the young man in 4. That was a pretty sweet call as Kenny calls the over 2x pot size bet on the river with
Kenny's a hawk, man.
The only thing
guess what
that
you would
would've helped
refer
me is
to
if
a
you
bluff
showed a
catcher
king.
on that run
If you had
out.
a king, then I would call you.
I didn't show you.
Sean with a big hand here.
That's why I didn't help.
2 Cowboys.
Didn't change anything.
Oh man, it's so good if you see a king.
Yeah. I see a king and I'm like, okay.
Global's been coming over the top left and right. Wonder if this sizing from Sean and his image, and it does, as I promise you, Kenny would come over the top sometimes with this hand versus other players, and Kenny's locked in.
Man, I just never have it.
Kenny just folding the suited Broadway.
That's not true.
And Evan in the 7 deuce is not going to be a good time to go after the bounties.
If I just value
And
bet, then I'd be rich.
check, love the trap. That is a darn good card for Evan, who is drawing close to dead, but picks up a open ender. Eric Hilton, what up, Eric? Eric plays regularly in these games. Says Sean plays too tight. Well, that I think is a fair perception.
I'm not showing you a card.
I'll show you a card.
Make sure to like the stream, Eric. Appreciate you, dog. And played very well on Monday. Had a good session. Shout out to our man Eric Hilton in chat. Two on the river brings in a 4-liner. Oh, ace gets there. Evan makes a 2, but this is a pretty decent candidate for a potential bluff card for Evan here.
That's not the question. How much will I call?
Okay, how much?
Interesting to see how this plays out, as we know Evan is quite creative. Let's see what he does here. He decides on 800, which looks really milky. And Sean makes a good call with the Cowboys. Probably didn't feel great about it. And almost acknowledges that he made a frustration call, but one that will pay off nonetheless.
Ace got there.
Yes, you did. Versus Mags. King 3 of clubs, right, Eric? And you got it through. And I saw you take a big old breath of relief. And we've all been there. And great bluff
You
there,
won the
dog.
pot, that's not enough? You want more than the pot?
I gave you $25.
I am happy about that.
Sean Cole, Dan Cole, Jungle made it 50.
Awesome hand. One of the more memorable of our Monday stream. Eric Helton in the chat participated in that Monday game. It was a pretty darn interesting game.
Well, of course you wanted me to
It was
call.
pretty dope to have Global Kenny in the commentary booth along with me. And Eric Helton says, yes, sir, LOL.
Every time I bluff, I lose all my chips.
Patrick
It's fucking bullshit. These donkeys just never fold. Fucking donkeys.
Uncle George could get in a little bit of trouble here. He's not ready to give up yet. Oh no! Love the play from Jungle George. do think the timing is off, and do think that Patrick probably doesn't think George would play a queen this way. I bet Patrick's thinking he would probably just check call with the queen here. Either way, now that George checks, I think Patrick confirms what he probably believed, which is he way has the best hand here. About 1,200 in the middle. Patrick's going to bet. And interesting if George wants to be.
I don't like playing. If it was 100, I would not play it.
Adding on for 3,000.
Clint Eastwood
Yeah, I'll
and
take
play Sheriff here. It would be a bad time. Patrick makes a pretty small bet, about 1/3 pot, giving George a hell of a price here. George realizing he can't beat the 5, but he can beat Ace King, Ace Jack, pays it off, and respect to Patrick, who I believe won the maximum there on that hand. Patrick showing you why he is one of the best in this lineup in that hand.
Like, these donkeys never fold. None of you guys. Not a single one. Like, who can I bluff at this table? I think Patrick's my best target, honestly. Patrick's the most likely to fold.
I agree with that.
Danimal raising it up. UTG.
I was making a hero call.
80.
What's up?
I was making a hero call.
Evan with a monster.
So I was just fucking around.
Yeah.
And Sean probably wanted to play the King 10 of diamonds, but not for 280 with only 20 invested in the big blind. A hand you love to play a flop with. And no action here for Evan.
No, take your cards back. Take your cards back. Let's play.
Head kings.
Oh, you had kings?
You don't see it.
You folded kings?
Yes.
Yeah, he folded kings. And I just got engaged to Alexandra Botez.
It's bomb pot.
We do 100? We do 100? 100?
What up, Alex?
Kenny, 100? 100?
I'll do whatever, but I don't wanna cause
Later on the night.
influences here.
I'm on the line. Let's do 50.
It's too early. It's too early.
I'm already stuck like 8,000. Come on.
Sean, thank you.
You're rich, Evan. You're rich enough.
Afford it.
I'm stuck like 8,000. Yes.
Loving that
Rich guy, bro.
ribbon from Melanie. It really reminds me of one of the bow ties I used to rock back in the day when I had to wear a button-up shirt and tie.
So I went down to TJ, got 800.
Very, very similar green.
We see you wasted.
Jesus Christ, man. That's not my
And little
fault.
blue dogs
I paid for every
on
girl in the
the
whole club.
in
man.
blue on the green bow tie. So there was some imagery, additional imagery instead of just the plain green. Anyway, reminded me of that for whatever reason. Shout out to Melanie and shout out to that bow tie somewhere still in my collection hiding.
Mag's called.
They used to call me Pee Wee Herman because I would wear bow ties. I'm like, whatever. Y'all just
Sean fold.
mad because y'all ain't got the balls to rock a bow tie.
5. We have three players. Mag's check.
Good card for George, who drills trip nines and Broadway. He needs to be blasted, and he is well aware of that. Fires out a pot-sized bet.
Well, you're the average
Henny,
of
who
5 people you
flopped
spend the
a
most time with,
straight,
right? So if you just
hates
Then he has an
that
influence.
turn card on the bottom. Let's see if Kenny can make a good fold. Would be in terrible shape. Does have boat outs and chop outs on the top board, and
You really rubbed off on me, huh?
good
So
fold
remember
from
when you
Kenny.
snap called him with the nut low? All in, snap call him nut low.
Wow.
Beautiful turns on both
If I
boards
won.
for George, who wins a nice
Yusuf would have
bomb
respected me
pot
more
there,
if I won that.
getting him going in the right direction.
Respect.
You should have showed it. Just snap called showed.
One time.
He would have laughed so hard.
Could have been ahead though.
No, again, you had the nut low.
What if he had like deuce 6?
Fair.
Deuce 5?
We like we sorted it out. You literally had the nut low.
Patrick made it 50.
If you want, we can go 500. Check it down.
I'll go in for that. You're talking into it.
Yeah, do you want to do 500? Check it down 3 ways?
I can't answer what Sean
There's still
wants.
people in the hand.
Huh?
I can't say.
People in the hand.
Yeah, I
You got
can't.
people
We
in the
can't do
hand.
this,
There's
guys.
people in the
If
hand.
he agrees, I'm going back to them.
No, Sean. Sorry, no.
The Joe guys.
Oh, I was serious.
I'm gonna put it in 6.
Alright, you want to do 500? Check it down?
I don't know what the players are discussing. I think some kind of like flip.
Alright, I know what you have already.
I don't know.
Well, I'm either folding or agreeing. All right, let's do it.
One time.
You can only use like.
Twice?
One time.
One time.
Okay, so it's Patrick.
Yeah, we're turning it down.
They're 500 apiece.
Do you have an ace?
And
I'm not telling you.
No clue what's going
Yeah, we're
on.
turning it down.
that's it. They're done. The betting's over.
You'll see it at the river. Oh, that's
I
me.
hate you guys.
That's me.
Give
I
us
hit the
7.
queen.
I hate
I win.
you guys.
No,
No, you don't. No, you don't. No,
Patrick
Oh.
drills a
All right,
gutter.
great.
Look how lucky.
They just flip for 1,000. Sorry, 5. Patrick just.
King 7 club. King club. King
Got him.
They were flipping. 5 and 6.
Good shit,
Each
Mel.
put 500 in, and we'll go back to our regularly scheduled programming now that that has concluded.
No, I don't think so.
No.
I promise you, it's King 7 or King 6.
Oh, yeah. Okay, that makes a big difference. Yeah, that makes a big difference.
I'm not sure now.
Oh,
King
no.
7
I made the. Well, I didn't make the nuts. Turn the nuts. Wow, how lucky is that?
Patrick really showing his skill off in that hand.
Let me get it notarized before you fucking.
Like when JoJo Siwa did that elephant trunk dance. Oof, that was
It's hard
impressive.
to lie.
Mags made it.
Wow. Memorable for sure.
15 minutes. You just gotta hope people forget.
Not in the
which
way
is like pretty
perhaps it
likely.
was intended, but memorable nonetheless.
Global made it 400.
Cut the C's out too.
Oh, that's fair. Yeah, it's gonna be.
God, what happened to
I'm gonna
JoJo
forget.
Siwa? It says no one. Sorry, I'll keep these thoughts to myself.
Look, this is where he called me with the 8. Horrible call. Look, I showed him a queen. I could have pocket queens.
Jungle
Or
fold.
ace queen.
Lowell takes it down.
Could have ace queen.
I could have the ace
Two
of.
players.
Wait, Mags in there at 10-9 suited. Apologies, my bad, my blunder. Mags hanging around with a beautiful suited connector, but boy, this is a expensive investment for the 10-9 suited. Over 850 in the middle, and with a gut shot, gonna be hard for Mags. Does with not a nut shot, and there are 2
And he brought
hearts,
sunglasses,
so
just put them on his head the whole time.
does let it go, makes a good
Just in
fold.
case he
Looks like
starts
he stares-
staring me down.
Many people would peel there.
Could you chop for me, please, Mel?
Christian Dior.
Thank you, Global.
His glasses say Christian Dior.
Everything here is fucking.
Oh, you never heard of them before?
I've heard of them.
What's up with Ariana Grande? Is anybody else worried about
Kenny, how
her?
can you afford Christian Dior? You just play
It
poker all the
just
time.
looks really
Because you punted to
unhealthy. I don't know if anyone else just like notices some of these celebrities and is like, I don't know what's going on, but like this is kind of alarming. Really hope that young
Actually, a
woman
tax strategy, because if you spend the money
starts
you make
looking
from poker,
healthier.
then
No
you don't get
joke.
taxed on it because you don't have the money anymore.
It's true. Kenny, is that true? Shrug.
7-6 ace, 2 diamonds, up and down for Patrick, and a set for Sean. Sean going to bet his set, and we know Patrick is not folding.
Fucking shrugged.
Animal does, oh my, and 10 on the turn. Nasty. Look at this
Can I talk
board,
to
chat. Nuts straight, non-diamond 10 on the turn. Stone cold nuts, and Sean going to bet out with his set, 1 check 2, and gets raised right away. And I see a lot of, I think Sean's going to rip it in here into the nuts. That's what I think is going to happen. Let's see. I could be totally flipping wrong. Oh, he's way deeper than I thought. So maybe, okay, I thought my bad.
No, that's true though. It's a business.
And just calls. Did think he might come over the top. It is way deeper than, and that is going to be neither player's favorite card. Don't think Patrick is worried about Sean having. Wow. And despite the diamonds coming in,
3,000? Oh yeah.
Patrick moves it in, and Sean just.
Damn, I would not have jammed if I saw the orange chips.
And Patrick saying the same thing as me, which is I did not notice how much Sean was playing. We made a similar blunder, and that's why I thought Sean was going to rip it when Patrick check raised him on the turn. Either way, a diamond does come in on the river. Patrick probably fairly confident that Sean's on something like 2 pair plus, heavily weighted towards exactly like something he had a set, sends it in, and Sean just not willing to let go of the set. Maybe should have taken a little more time to think it over. Don't blame him. Either way, enormous pot going the way of Patrick in seat 5, who's up piles once again. This is a regular occurrence here on the Wednesday stream. Patrick
I don't know, less.
Putting on another clinic.
I was super lucky there. Yeah, if he has a flush and then I see he's got 2,000 more, that's like so brutal.
Oh yeah. So you're not afraid of that?
Yeah.
Evan check.
It's a reminder to always pay attention.
Got a feel for Sean's frustration there.
Sean just gave you all my money. It was all mine.
Jungle call.
All of it.
65.
It's not as good as getting it from Neo, not even close.
3 ways to a turn, middle pair for Jungle and Evan. Gut shot for Mags. Pretty good card there for Evan, picking up a. Sorry, both Evan and George picking up gut shots. It's an interesting board that they both make straight draws. Interesting that also Mags wants to fire and could see this working. Could also see them getting sticky. George does get sticky.
Evan made it 1,500.
And Evan gonna pick a great spot to check raise with a very good blocker here with the 8 in his hand, and think this is gonna work. And props to Evan for playing that hand outstanding there. Takes it down. It's a very nice check raise
I mean, I'm not
on
gonna get
the
even
turn.
by calling there.
Cool raise, George, with the threes. That's cool. I like the raise on the flop here. You get me to fold 2 overs a lot.
It was easy to lay down the river, but I go, you could have ace king.
I mean, yeah, I can have ace
Could have
king.
ace king.
Because it's a small raise, so I float like a bunch of shit, right?
Right, exactly. Good. Yep.
Nice hand.
50. Patrick fold. Evan call. Mags fold.
Kenny getting pretty wide here, but does have the ever so important button in front of him.
That makes it fun though. It makes it so fun.
So, you know.
Nothing for
It's
either
also, like,
player.
Check.
Range advantage
It's
for
like very just like easy to watch, you know?
Yeah.
Like
Kenny.
if there's like a lull in the
They
game, and you're not allowed
both
to
make
really
an
fun,
8
just look
on
up.
the turn.
But I think it adds a super fun dynamic.
Take away from the stream a little bit in that everybody's always
Check,
looking up.
check.
No, I think it's better.
You think it's
I don't think the audience cares.
Oh
about
my
us the way it is,
God,
'cause
the
we're still
last 2
And
eights
I
in
think
the
the
deck.
fact that we can like
And
point to the
imagine
screen and be
this
like, oh my
goes
God, you
bet,
lucky, like that. I think
then
that's good
Kenny
content.
raises. Then the only question is, okay, now it's just going to get called when he bets 300. Kenny even going to give it some thought as Evan basically going over 2.5x pot here. And can't see a universe where Kenny folds, but do think this enormous sizing would be so impressed if Kenny finds a race, but I think it's pretty scary to want to reopen the action even here with a hand of this strength. But Kenny showing why he's just better than the poker commentator, the poker host.
1300.
Raises without fear, even when Evan bets 300 into 125, and Evan pays it off very quickly and understandably. And you see why Kenny is just
I'm done.
levels ahead of people like myself. And
Bullshit. I had an 8. I had an 8.
Did you really?
You think I'm not snap calling without an 8?
All right.
Kenny,
Your raise.
unfortunate run out there for Evan, but you just got to give so much props there to Kenny.
We'll see you in 5 minutes. Come back. No?
May be done for the evening. Evan had a very difficult session.
Let's go 10-20.
Don't blame
Yeah,
him
so
if he wants to just
1020.
call it for the day
You're going to be 10.
and pick it back up in a future
He really did have it.
stream.
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
I'm sure he is.
20 now. No stress.
And just like that, getting
What was-
back
what happened
into the profit zone, up 1.5K. Patrick way out in front. Max also having a good session. George not down that much. Less than basically a full buy-in, I would say, in this game. So
Jungle calls. Two players.
see how long this stream goes tonight, guys. I know, Eric, you looked away you blink, and all of a sudden it's wilting in front of our very eyes. These guys are deep and may want to play short-handed, and it could still be fun, but this thing thinned out quickly.
Practice at 80. Jungle call.
All right, so round looking for Stefan I again. Stefan I.
Jungle check.
It's like, wow, yeah. Did we put on like the new Taylor Swift album or something in the background? I mean, what,
Patrick said 8, 10.
how did we run everyone off so quick?
Jungle fold.
I mean, I know I heard it was bad, but it can't be that bad.
All right, moving on from Stefan.
And I get it. No one wants to hear her sing about Travis Kelce, but four-handed?
What's up?
I is not here yet. IB.
Yeah. I don't know, but we could use your help.
Yeah, Vinny.
Take my money too.
It would be very
Still a little bit of
helpful
pressure.
if you
How's
want
it
to
going over there?
join the action. As very, very surprised.
I have a feeling the game's gonna break early today. Maybe
Yeah,
we'll go play some 2-5.
that's a pretty fair bet there from Patrick.
I miss that game. I used to play that all the time.
Row, I guess.
Jumbled at 150.
Well, maybe I will go out and get some dinner then. Ramen sounds great.
Mags call.
Both players with a flush draw on the turn. Ultimately, George bangs his on the end. Had the best hand on the turn also with the 5.
Damn, I haven't
That's
even had dinner yet.
Neither have I.
Patrick saying, I haven't even had dinner. These players, as astonished as I am that this game
Mags made it 11.
is already winding down, it feels like.
Hit my car too.
Mags turns his hand into a bluff here. It's interesting.
11?
11.
We're four-handed, and George has a flush. Can't be loving it, but also can't imagine he's going to fold.
Service, guys.
Admire the play from Mags.
I got a flush.
George calls
George has a flush.
and is good.
Oh, wow. Paired board there.
And I think that gets George even.
Thank you, George.
And not often that this game will end with Melanie in the box, but oh well, we'll be back on Saturday. This is just more motivation for me, the host, to get more players in this game. I need to be even more proactive in networking with other people to make sure that
I wonder if he's gone yet.
when this happens, we have ample or adequate backup.
Yeah,
As
we'll go to the buffet.
I'm sure we'll
George call.
get this taken care of, and never mind a challenge in my life, but
Global
something to
made
keep in mind. And Global going to attack these guys with 2 10s, and interesting that Mags has got a suited ace here, short-handed, and a lot of
Ace, queen of
heart.
clubs, and he wanted to check it down. Why?
Mags called to 380.
And Mags in there, and George with 7 deuce suited. Like, I was just trying to sneak in there and drill something. Nonetheless, heads up between Mags and Global Kenny. A lot of money in the middle.
When he checked it, why would he do that?
And a phenomenal flop for Mags,
Just
who
like had a read that I was folding.
flops the nuts draw, has an overcard to the board. Kenny still with the best of it.
Well, it's
Favorite
such a
with the
good
2
hand, you draw to the
10s,
nuts,
but
you
practically a
dominate,
coin
ace
flip.
X, like, why would
Certainly
you-
Yeah.
Kenny's
must have
small
just, like,
favorite,
been really
but
confident that I was gonna fold, which I was.
outstanding flop for the ace deuce of spades. You can't ask for much more. And you call a big raise with a hand like that. Kenny opts to check the 2 10s. How does Mag want to respond with a nut flush draw here when his opponent's to him?
This is such a good game. I don't get my people from
Best game in town.
Mags bet 350.
Patrick, we're going to have to work on our list for the big game in town, big guy, and I'm sure we will. I agree, but 350 is the bet. Kenny not going anywhere. Probably going. Oh boy. Disaster for Global Kenny. Mags turning the nuts. And 1,500 in the middle.
Are you serious?
Vic, are you here for 2 buys, Vic?
I don't think that's him.
It is him.
You think?
Yes.
You're sure?
No, I can't be 100%.
I don't think
How
he
many
would.
Evans? I mean, come on. How many Evans are humble playing for 5 points?
I don't know. If I were him and I like tilt quit a game, I would not go play 2-5. No way.
600 is relatively small bet in relation to the pot size. About 40%. Kenny probably wondering, is he betting ace king queen here? Does he ever
hand with Sean.
have sixes? Does he have a hand like ace jack of spades, ace deuce ace
I got
five
so lucky
spades?
that I didn't see the big chips. Like,
In fact, he does. I'm sure Kenny is going through everything.
yeah, I think he probably bets
And
flush
that
out
stare
most of the time. But I mean, he could still definitely have a
is
flush.
one made for
I mean, he
the
checked
big
with a
screen,
set, right?
if I do say so myself.
But you could have had a flush there for him to go all in.
Yeah, I could definitely have a flush.
You easily have a flush there. And if you don't, good bet. Well, I mean,
Yeah, I mean, the pot's like 1,400. He's got like over 3K behind. Yeah, it's like over 2x pot.
you just kind of go good bet.
Well, I think he flopped a set, checked it, and it was just like, I'm
Kenny's
not
just
folding.
locked in.
Check,
Calls
grabbing.
with the best hand on the flop, folds when his opponent outdraws him on the turn. Kenny just seemingly making every right decision.
Thank you, Mel.
Thanks, Mel.
And Mel does dip out before the game officially closes out. Would love to see a couple of these seats get filled. Jeez
You said
Louise.
it's being televised out there?
He like
Is-
snap called, like snap called. God damn. How's it going, Mike?
Mike in the box. Like
Okay,
Mike
so
might have
let's
got a
make 7 deuce
haircut
50.
here too.
Okay.
Looking pretty sharp there.
If we want to end the stream, how much do you want to play?
I mean, we do $50. It doesn't have to be now, maybe after this.
Yeah, we can do it at the end.
I feel like I should drive down in this game. These guys would absolutely love it. Where are we at with the likes, guys? The likes are super important. I know this game. Still 34 watching. We're at 10, 20, 15 likes. Guys, 5 more likes. I promise if you're enjoying this stream and you want to see it succeed, getting us up to 20 likes really does go a long way. Appreciate it. Going to be doing this more often. We have a a lot of ideas for some other shows, projects, possibilities. And this really is just the beginning. But those likes really are impactful for us. So if you are watching and haven't liked and you're rooting for this stream, support us. Much appreciated.
I get a chop.
Heard some pretty cool possible developing things that may be on the horizon here for Hamul Live, and I will kind of just dangle that as a cliffhanger. But some very exciting stuff here going to be coming soon. And make sure you're subscribed as well to keep up to date with everything we'll be bringing to you. Global takes it down there with Ace Queen suited. You around, dog? You're still here. Come on down, brother.
So for long for this Friday?
What's up?
Friday? You going too, Kenny? Friday?
Yeah. Should be. How about you?
I'll be there. Yeah. Haven't played in a couple weeks.
Kenny with a 50% mystery hand. This is kind of cool right now. We have a mystery card here. Looks like Patrick came over the top here. Patrick has 7 deuce in position. Choppy again. Thank you, Joe.
So 4 made it 50, 5 made it 180, 7 fold.
I will be right back.
Check. 4 check. 5 check. Check around. 1 bet 300. 4 fold. Yeah. 5 fold.
I had a good hand.
Good one? You wouldn't believe what I check folded. Check back flop.
Okay, hopefully that's better. Might have been my
You wouldn't
mic.
believe it, George. You just
Thank you for letting me know, Joe.
7 deuce.
Oh. Queens.
I had one of those.
Do you have one of those queens?
Yeah, they did it earlier. 5 fold, 7 fold, 1 call, 4 check. Heads up. 1 check.
2 pair for global.
1 fold.
Yeah, I was in Vegas and they're doing all that Formula One.
Yeah.
So the streets are all lined up with stands on the Sunset Strip.
Oh, it's this
On the
month, right?
strip. Yeah, it's in about 2 weeks. Yeah. It's pretty cool. They have some cars in the casino, some of those F1 cars.
7 fold. 1 fold.
Darn.
George, you didn't tell me what you
Cosmo was supposed to join us. Thank you, Joe, for letting me know. Appreciate it, dude.
Queens.
Cosmo was supposed to join
Queens.
us in 1 hour, but that's starting to feel like a long shot.
I would
Never say
forfeit that,
never,
George.
but safe money
I think
is
you're ahead
on
most
this
of the time.
thing not being able to last that long.
No, then you fold, then I get no more.
Happy
It's
to
good to
stay
win.
as long as we
That is true.
have something to show, but
Vulnerable hand, you know?
being realistic here.
Think about it like
as
this.
well.
When you call, Kenny's gonna call often. And then you have to beat 4 cards. We've got 4 cards in that situation.
7 fold. Heads up.
check.
5 check.
Kind of surprised Patrick didn't 3-bet this out of position. Nevertheless, here we are on the flop. Patrick with best hand. Kenny with the aggression lead and position. Does bet. I expect Patrick to call here. He does. 6 does nothing to either player's hand. Battle between two of the index ring finger gang. Double board pair on the river. 6 and 2s.
4 check.
Patrick will win. A rare instance where every one of the remaining players is up. Obviously, some of the other players that have departed did not fare as well. Nonetheless, those graphics are accurate, and all of the players who are at the moment are in the profit zone. Don't see that all the time.
Ay-ya.
George going crazy with the 7 deuce. A little easier to get the field to fold
Too much respect.
when it's 4-handed.
Wow, you only beat me 8 out of 9 times. Isn't Evan going to your jiu-jitsu class?
Yeah.
Yeah?
He starts, so Legion has like a beginner course, which is like 5 or 6 weeks long.
7-3.
And I think he's starting in like 2 weeks or something.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, so we gotta wait for him to join the beginner course, then complete the beginner course, and then I can beat him up.
Sounds fair.
Counting down the days.
Patrick getting all of his
Can you videotape or record it?
Oh, happily.
legal liabilities
Joey's wife can also
in
beat him
order
up.
before he
She's in it too?
She comes to the open
imposes his dominance on Evan, which on paper looks
on Sundays.
like a pretty unfair fight.
140. 4-minute 140. 5 fold.
Kenny makes it 140. Jungle ain't folding the pair. These guys are heads up. Kenny a good looking hand too. Queen, 10 of clubs. And a very good flop for range, exact hand, and surprised to see him check. Does he want a delayed continuation bet here? Answer, yes. Does this keep George curious after he does not choose to bet the flop, but does choose to bet turn? Answer, also, yes.
1 calls.
And George still with the best hand. Hearts do come in. Board does pair as well. Kenny first to act. What's he want to do with his bricked straight draw?
4 check.
Imagine George just checks it back. Kenny not feeling like this is going to be a successful bluff here often or not, just gives up. George will take it down with the 2 ochos.
Well roll.
That was not a slow. Never slow roll. Never slow roll. Never.
The confidence Kenny flipped it over.
I know, it was that. That was truth. I'm like, what? What?
1 fold. 4 made it 50. 5 fold. 7 fold. Fold. 5 made it 50. 7 fold. 1 call. Heads up.
Patrick looks down at a monster. Only George defends.
Okay.
Patrick has his opponent down to 5%. George lets it go. Patrick takes it down.
You don't think I could have anything there?
Queen Jack.
Value bet.
Made it 50. 7 fold. 1 call. And 4 call. 3 players.
Top 2 for George. Huge flop. Patrick does have a 4. And will feel compelled to bet it when checked to by both players.
1 raise to 100.
How does George want to play top 2?
Because you looked at your stack as soon as the flop came.
Or a raise.
And I know you're going to call if I raise because you knew that betting into it.
You didn't know that.
OMG.
1 check.
That's pretty nasty. You just got to feel for George.
1 call. 1 check.
And an 8 isn't going to be another card George wants to see. Couple straights coming in. Queen, Jack, 6, 7 of clubs, 6, 7 of spades. Either way, Patrick going to feel mighty comfortable with ace 4.
Oh my God.
And George snaps him off in this 4-handed configuration with after flopping top 2. That sounds perfectly reasonable.
I knew
Either
I got the 4 because
way.
I could have jacks too. How much?
The rich get richer.
No, 2 C6.
Patrick extending his good session, winning another
You know what that means, right? Yeah,
pretty
we were like
decent pot there.
Yeah.
It means thank you, nice hand, good game.
Yeah. Yeah.
It means whatever you need it to mean, you know?
Yeah. It could be like, or like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Right. There's a lot to infer on how you tap the table there.
Thank you.
It can mean like
You're right. That's a thank you too. That's right.
maybe wear better deodorant or something with a stronger antiperspirant. It can mean, hey,
That's not
let's
true.
not
That's
talk
some
about
motivation.
what happened
That's not
last
what it means
time.
here.
We went and had a cigarette in the parking lot. Whatever. It can really be used for a lot of different things.
5 made it 350. 1 fold.
Ah,
And 5 has 7.
nice. Money back. Oh, shit.
No money back.
I'm the last, the one I got.
Yep.
I was playing poker at Bellagio. They had masseuses there. Really good. Wow. These girls were in there
Where are you playing?
at Bellagio.
510?
Yeah. They get in there.
4 made it 50.
Use your thumbs.
5 fold.
Oh,
I don't
George.
think I've had a massage in many years.
I did it.
Wow. Good for you.
I did it.
That's absurd. So Did you videotape it?
Yeah.
Oh, nice. You gotta send it to me.
Yeah, I'll send it.
Yeah, I want to see it. That's great. Touch your chest and go up?
Touch the chest, pause, press.
Wow.
And Bust stays on the bench, allegedly. It's definitely close, but I think it counts. I think it was clean.
I want to see it. I want to see it.
I'll show you.
Mag's gonna raise it up.
One call.
George ain't backing down. George still ahead. Mag's with a gutter ball.
7 check.
Good.
1 check.
It's a lot of 8s.
7 check. 1 bet 160. 7 fold.
Yeah, send that to me. I want to see it. Should I break that? Yeah, because when you get older, you're not going to be able to do that.
Yeah, I will.
So now's the time to be.
Yeah, I will.
You will? Oh, that'd be good. I mean, that would be real good.
All my PRs are in
It's
the
just
future.
harder. Oh, you what?
All my records are in the future.
Oh, nice. Nice.
What the hell are these guys talking about?
Well, it's very simple. The older you are, the more time you have to have trained, right?
Fighting still?
Means more PRs.
1 made it 185.
I'm used to PR being public. Anywho, ace queen, tree betting, and taking it down. Personal records?
You did not have queens, you liar.
PRs? I don't know.
You had ace queen.
That's what I had. I had the ace of hearts, so you can't have ace queen.
Oh, I guess the cards got mixed up.
Yeah, I had ace of hearts.
I'll tell you one thing. I did
queens.
have 7 deuce.
No, I had queens.
Okay. The graphics are wrong. Then.
Yeah.
I had ace, heart, queen, something.
Just remember, he said he had ace queen. Yeah.
7 fold. 1 fold.
Do I get anyone? Do I get anyone? Flip, show a deuce. Anyone fall for it?
Patrick still out here hustling, despite being the big
end.
winner in the game. I guess.
Have you played Jackie Robinson before? No.
You know, it is a pretty tough
So you
economy.
get 6 cards, and you set your best PLO card hand 4, and best no limit hand 2, and then it's just pot limit 1 board.
You like pick them out?
You set them pre, right, and then you can't mix them. Yeah. It's a fun game.
Patrick just up a little over 6.5 G's. Not bad. Gets to go in this hand with Queen, Jack of Hearts. Each player with a pair here. Expect this to go bet call.
85.
Heart can make it spicy. George does pick up a gutter ball. 3 will make him a straight. 4-handed. This looks like a hand. Okay, opts to check it. George gonna bet and get snapped.
6. How do you always have it? How the fuck do you always like have it? feet a little low?
No, they do 2 boards with 5 bars.
Why didn't we ever identify? Oh no, never mind. My bad. My bad. As Global Kenny's name flashes across the screen, so many times I've looked down, it's just said 4.
That's degenerate.
Well, but it's not each board is not.
Like right now, it just says, like, if you look at it right now, it would just look like 4.
That's what.
What a nightmare.
Well, it's easy.
Anyway,
How many hands do they play per hour? Like 2 or 3?
Not very many, yeah.
It doesn't go that slow because you're not doing a high-low on
J10 in the mix
I'm a little
for
confused. Maybe I'll check
Patrick.
that out.
Kenny gonna call with an ace.
550 around 4 balls.
Kenny still out in the lead with ace high. Tournament clock in the background dinging. Lines up, guys. Next stand. Check, check. And Patrick Rivers, a belly buster. And is like, this is an awesome hand to semi-bluff with, as long as there's a 6th street. Patrick, Kenny has one of your 8s. Guys ever played 6 community card board hold'em? It's a thing. Kenny just been in the zone all session. Dude's a machine.
I'll be right back, guys.
We're going to power up those green chips. All the green chips are coming out of play. 15-minute break. Your last hand choose the white chip or choose the dealer. We'll give you 10,000 additional chips. Doesn't cost anything to use it. You get your white chips or the dealer, you'll get 10,000 for it. All the green chips coming out of play.
MTG Legacy, I'm not sure how the seating works, but clearly that's a thing. I do think some people would prefer to see that being mixed up a little more often, but perhaps no one that actually plays in the game minds, but certainly I've heard that from people in the chat. But I hope that's a sufficient answer. George, what a pair in a gut shot. Global with a gut shot. George, only player diamond. Guys, check. And that will get Kenny to fire here. Very surprised to see George fold here with a diamond. 911 BKD says agreed. Yeah, no, I mean, something I think I will pass along to these guys. Just say, hey, it's just something that's been mentioned. I do think these guys ultimately want to make this stream as successful and accessible as possible, and would be open to moving around or not always being in the same seat. So honestly, guys, feel free to always, give your constructive criticism, thoughts, feelings, questions. We're here to make this thing better, and that means being open to reasonable and constructive criticisms and just being willing to engage in dialogues about how we can make it the best possible. Kenny does give up, wisely so, and Kenny just making correct decision after another all stream. MTG saying just tuned in. Has this game always been short? No, I would say within the last 20, maybe 30 minutes tops. A couple people lost a few big hands, and people all just kind of collectively scattered, it feels like. And it all happened rather rapidly, as had no inclination or feeling that we would be here at 7:30 four-handed, but here we are nevertheless. And Patrick folds the jacks with the 2 overcards on the board, and insult to injury will have to give 50 additional dollars to his neighbor. Kenny just Kenny in a short-handed configuration like this is a problem, as he is just ultra comfortable short-handed. Not that the rest of these guys aren't. They clearly are. But, boy, I just feel like what Kenny does in terms of being an aggressor, an instigator, pairs very nicely with playing shorthanded, kind of like a nice Zinfandel with a whitefish. Good flop for Mags, King. Oh, God. Brutal flop for Mags, who picks up a flush draw. George spiking middle set, no one betting on the flop. Here comes a bet. Very small. Like the raise from George. And no, Mags ain't folding the nut flush draw. Be a bad time to get really aggressive with it, as there is some scenario where I could see Mags opting to come back over the top, and that's exactly where he lands, and this is going to be music to George's ears. He's got Britney Spears songs going off in his head. Opts to just call, and a 4 is pretty bricky. Mags with just a king, no kicker. And George still trying to remember the second verse to Toxic by Britney Spears. The pop singers were better back in the day. I don't care if you say I'm biased. Christina Aguilera, Britney Spears, that's better than Tate McRae. That's better than Taylor Swift. Oh, boy. Mags moves it in. I'm surprised George didn't actually snap call with a hand of this strength. Nevertheless, is thinking it through. I think that's perfectly reasonable. Don't see any outcome where this doesn't result in a call. Don't see a single possible outcome that does not result in George winning a huge hand. Oh, it's just 12. Okay, I thought he jammed. Either way, that's what he was thinking over. Should I raise or just call? Okay, makes way more sense. Totally understand. Like the courage there from Mags, who's probably trying to get a weak. Yeah, no, jamming would have been psychotic. Just
Yeah, I was just in the
misinterpreted
sideline.
that. I guess he's trying to get Ace X to fold there with that bet. 1200. I'm not sure. Either way, George never folding a set.
One fold, four fold, 5 minutes. 7 fold. Alright, bump 5 minutes.
50?
Makes much more sense.
Oh, 60.
Check.
Check.
Check's good.
Max down a little bit in session after that hand. Nothing crazy.
5 at 100, 7 fold. 1 call, 4 fold. Heads up.
I'll be right back, guys.
Yeah.
Check.
Check.
Wow. Straight for jungle on the bottom and
No.
same straight on the bottom
Got this.
for
Bummer.
Patrick. Imagine
So
Patrick.
1 diamond. That's not a flush. Oh, it is a flush.
Yeah, it's a flush.
Patrick likely to fold here.
Are you sure?
Use a 1? Oh, you need 2. That's right. Yeah, my bad, 2.
Oh, I thought you had the nuts on both. Otherwise, I would.
MTG Legacy. Come down, dude. Seat open. For real.
It's better when you don't say anything, too. You just kind of...
I need some greens, George. So throw some
there you
greens
go.
in. There you go.
Check.
Patrick turns the best hand.
Check. I miss.
Yes, he missed hitting anything. George
you miss
trying to
exactly?
infer he had a draw there or something.
Oh. Okay.
Or a king or a 10. Great.
Why so big?
I do not have 7 deuce.
You promise?
Promise.
All right, I call.
I call.
A little table talk
If
between
he
the
didn't
boys.
promise, I would have raised.
George gets hand to fold there.
Patrick, are they showing this in the TVs out there?
Yeah. And no one wants to play.
We're trying to advertise it to the people out in the
There's one over there too.
main room, George, hoping
You're in, Kenny. You're in.
someone may get the urge to want to join, perhaps, but I don't know. I would go with the IDK emoji. The dude just kind of throwing his hands in the air like, what?
Friendly game. Can't call you for going to the bathroom.
Some fun noises going off in the background as well. Sounds like Darth Vader is getting a colonoscopy. Mag's going to 3-bet the 7 deuce.
Hell yeah. Look at that defense, guys. You like that defense?
That was some good defense there from Patrick against C5, who saved his
defense.
Saved George and Kenny $50 a piece. Join me for ramen with that $50. Kenny misses, Mag checks back his 10 with a question mark. This is going to be one of the quickest streams here in Hamul Live recent history, as a getting notification from the producers that we're already down to our last 15 minutes. I'm happy to stay here the entire time with you guys until we reach a conclusion. We'll be back on Friday for PLO and Saturday for more No Limit Hold'em action. Kind of an odd day, hopefully just an outlier, and that's it. Nonetheless, we'll take this one home with you. If you are still watching and you haven't liked, we could really use the like. Any likes we can get are extremely helpful for us as an up-and-coming and one of the newerish streams on the block. Really does go a long way. We'll definitely be back on Friday, and looking forward to getting more people involved in participating in the game and looking to get more hosts in the box in the commentary booth. Sure, we'll be able to work on that as we're really just getting scared on Hamul Live.
Complaining. How does that work?
Just so you go 50 hands and not hit a pair again, it's kind of weird.
Make sure you're
right? I mean, it's a little
following my man.
I lost the pot,
And
and now I'm
Global Kenny in seat 4. Kenny just released some super fire content vlogging about his trip to NYC. Spoiler alert. Kills it. He does a great job.
No way.
It's not in a good way. In a good way. No, I love
Breaking down the hands, talking about his trip, talking about some of the previous sessions before the trip, kind of giving some context to everything going on. Great shooter there in seat 4. Global Kenny, make sure you're following him. Look forward to working with Kenny on some projects together.
We're all up.
He's got
That's cool.
some ideas for that young man.
How are we all up in a poker game? How is that possible? Friendly game.
And a pretty dynamic board for a couple of hands that don't connect at all. Ace high at the end and king high at the end for the two respecters.
How sick is that? I have jacks and the flop is king, queen, 5. What the heck? It's so sick.
7-fold.
Kenny wins
How do you feel, George?
with the worst hand. Boys, I'm going to suggest if you listen to this later, we get a little group chat going. Maybe I just got to join the Discord. Either way, I will be certainly very proactive in trying to get additional players into this game so we can kind of avoid these streams that this is unfortunate that we'll be ending here rather abruptly. Credit to these guys. Seriously, thank you, George, Kenny, Patrick, and Matt, for sticking it out as long as possible. Kind of just a weird stream today where some of the key players went out early, and it just had this kind of a snowball on the game. And shit happens on live entertainment, and this will be what they refer to as a quickie. Back at it on Friday for PLO. No Limit Hold'em on Saturday. Smack Max to just win this one here with a 2 pair. Looks like he probably will go for some value.
He's not going to call. Yeah.
4 calls. 7.
Yes, on the positive side, can watch the Lakers game and go get some dinner. Always be adaptable.
Where you go?
It's very helpful. Max with a good-looking king, queen of diamonds makes it 50. George in there with 5-3 clubs. interesting. Glad we get to see this hand at least before the stream concludes. Feel like this would be crazy for Max to not want to stick around. Be interesting to see if he more than capable to come over the top. Any two, certainly a hand of this strength in a short-ended configuration, not unreasonable at all. Very playable hand in position. Going left to just call. That does get George to fold 5-3 suited, and Mags in bad shape pre-flop and even worse shape now. I guess probably fortunate that didn't come king high. Great flop for Kenny. A little over 700 in the middle. 220 is the wager, and good standard straightforward fold for Mags. Didn't see any fireworks there. Third to last hand, okay? Back on Friday for PLO during the day, Saturday evening for No Limit Hold'em, late afternoon, early evening. My name is Nick Grossman. I go by It's Nicky G. Please, if you're watching this game and this is a project that you would like to get involved in, whether it's, would you like to be part of the technical crew? Would you like to be a commentator? Would you like to participate in these games? These are all conversations we're willing to field. Feel free at any time to call the Poker Room at Hamul. Feel free to DM me on Instagram at It's Nicky G143. We're trying to build this thing up. We're in the very beginning phase of what we hope to be a very, very successful, long-standing project here. A lot of people, a lot of energy, time, effort in making this a thing. Shout out to John, the head of the Poker Room, and everyone in the Poker Room who's made this thing possible, made Hamul one of the premier places to come play cards in all of California, all of the entire West Coast. And
Want to show one, Aldridge? All right.
They're flipping, guys.
You guys want River down, right?
Yeah.
River down.
Looks like there'll be two flips. All first four cards face up, last card face down. Players go around thing one card at a time. Our card readers can only
card.
Oh, that's a good card. Perfect. We can pick up 5 cards. Sometimes they'll do a 6
you win.
flip, and we get incomplete information as we're limited to 5 cards per hand with our technology. Second to last hand of the night. You could do me an enormous favor and like this stream before you bounce if you haven't already. I know I'm sounding like a broken record, but the likes do help quite a bit.
I got a fade in 1-8 or 2 or 1-5. Oh, this is looking good.
1-5, yeah.
No, but you could turn a higher flush, yeah. Have a higher flush. No spade. 5.
Just got a random queen.
Oh, he's got a wrap there, right?
Yeah, but
Patrick win here.
I just need a 5 only.
He's got a 5.
Just turn the
Aces
river.
and deuces
Yeah.
for Patrick.
8 or 5 is screwed. Yeah.
All right, I win, right?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah, ace deuce.
Easy game.
Why not?
Let's do one last $300.
Patrick has already won by far the most money.
We're done.
He deserves to win the flip as well.
Re-rolling.
You want in?
One last flip.
300.
And we're going to call it a night. I'm going to head out, get some ramen.
All right, they're doing 300 now, same thing, right?
Yeah.
We'll be back on Friday PLO during the day, back
Free roll.
on Saturday.
Am I stuck without that?
And
Stream
let's
says you're up.
just take a look at the day.
No, I'm
Patrick, big winner, up almost 6.5 G's. George had a nice day, up a couple grand. Kenny swinging around in every which direction like a cyclone.
All right, George, show one.
Old epileptic kid. Kenny still ends up in the positive over a G.
Ooh, yeah, you're gonna want to flush your ace.
And Max looks like he's got a monster on this run out. If I saw everything correctly, make sure to subscribe before you bounce. Make sure to follow us on X as well at Uncle Poker.
I need a heart.
Well, how is 9?
Make sure the notifications
Have an 8.
are enabled on YouTube.
The hearts are up.
That was okay. Oh, wow, Jungle George with a better here as both Mags and George make hearts, and Mags gonna be like, that's pretty damn sick, as that is nuts for a second. I go by Nick Grossman. You hit me up on Instagram at It's Nicky G. If you have any questions about the game, also feel free to call. Full number being displayed. I'm gonna call it a night. Appreciate everyone. And thanks to everyone in the chat
You need a set.
who engaged.
Or, yeah, you need a
You
photo
guys
draw.
on Friday. We'll be back at it in the morning.
I'm done.
Wishing everyone a good evening.
That is a,
Peace out,
that is hell.
everyone. Have a good one. See you soon.
That's good.
Okay, you got 3.
Oh, that's really good.
All
All right, you need a brick. That's good.
6 or 3.
All right. You want pairs, George. You want pairs.
Ace.
GG.
I have an ace too. 6.
And the 6. It's over. George wins.
Yeah, it is over.
It is over?
Unless there's a 3.
over.
Like you have like 2 outs.
A 3 would.
Oh, I guess a 3, yeah.
Yeah, 3.
Ace, queen, full house. Full house.